It's cool.
So, on our last episode of Embers of the Last War, Galleon, Grail, Bear, and Zaris decided to confront Mondo, a low-rank crime boss of the Boromar clan in Sharn. Upon entering the Dingo's Tit, Mondo appeared incredibly friendly and attempted to wine and dine you with platters of meats and cheeses and ale, including some types of ale that weren't exactly the best kinds. Put it that way. After a conversation between you all, Bear decided he had enough of the scummy words coming out of Mondo's mouth, and he flipped the table over as Mondo was walking away. And then a magical darkness took over the room and paralyzed you all as Mondo slowly began to transform. His head spun around and a deep fiendish voice came out of his mouth, talking to each one of you. Once the darkness lifted, Mondo's flesh began to rot. He became ghoulish. The tavern workers either shed their flesh or their flesh rotted, and skeletons and zombies emerged where once there was barkeeps and wenches. You had an epic battle that I believe ended with Zaris decapitating the last undead, if I remember right.
Yep.
Once you licked your wounds and discussed amongst yourselves and saved 4
Cavill.
hang on a second, I was looking at something. Once you licked your wounds and saved yourself, once you licked your wounds and saved poor Cavill, noticing that he'd been changed drastically, you found in a fire hearth upstairs, in a hearth place upstairs, you found a charred ticket with a lightning rail leaving Tavok's Landing in approximately 1 hour. I think it was 1 hour from the time you left.
Mm-hmm.
So the 4 of you decided to dash out the door, find a sky coach as soon as you could, and try to stop Yek the Grim from escaping Sharn. Yes, you did. I just didn't add that in the narrative. Cavill is awake, but enfeebled and crippled with one of his knees being smashed in. So Grail slung him over his shoulder and hefted him as you all ran towards, in order to try to catch a sky coach. In order to prevent Yek from running away from the lightning rail.
Okay, so we.
And I believe, well, one thing, I believe I told you that the ticket read Terminal 2, which is service to Rote.
Service to what?
Rote, which is the Brelish capital. So Terminus Station has multiple terminals for different destinations.
Got it. Cool. I actually don't remember that happening.
I may have not given you that tidbit of information, but you have it now.
Got it. Excellent.
And this is where we begin our adventure tonight.
Okay.
You're all boarding out. You all are leaving Cavill behind per his own instruction as he can make it back to his home. And you're jumping in the Sky
the
Coach.
Sky Coach up to travel to the lightning rails.
You're traveling to the Terminus District in Lower Tavix Ward. So you guys were in Lower Dura, which is basically on the west side of the city, in the lower section of the city, the lower level. Tavix Landing is on the opposite side of Sharn on the east.
Excellent. Alright. So, how long approximately did it take us to get there?
With
From
my
the
help.
Dingo City with, Zaris'
With her
help.
help, it only took like 10 or 15 minutes. You
Sweet.
have 45 minutes left, which is going to be cutting it close, but you should be able to make it in time, assuming that the lightning rail hasn't left early, or
Okay.
nothing else happens along the way.
We're on the Sky Coach to
Basically, getting in the Sky Coach right now.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting,
so these Sky Coaches, they're like, I mean, are there other people? Is it like a bus type thing, or is it just us? Or
Well, it is like midnight.
it is a little late, yeah. Maybe just
It's like
us.
11. Well, it's probably what 10.
When's the ticket say? We only had like an hour to
the
get
ticket-
there.
You have to be there by quarter to midnight. So
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's probably exactly 11.
It's
right now.
11 now.
it's
then.
around 11 o'clock. Yeah.
As
If I
we
can
enter,
reserve a
yeah,
Sky Coach for you.
as we enter the Sky Coach, is there other customers?
This late at night, no.
Excellent. And there's the multiple destinations that they can go, or are we on one that's going strictly to the Terminus District?
They can take you. Think of it like a taxi.
Excellent. Okay. We'll get in there now.
If you're in a lower section and you ask someone like a Sky Coach in the lower section to go really far, they may charge you more. But
okay.
I'm trying to think. It's kind of like a rowboat. They have canopies,
Mm-hmm.
and they're enchanted with flying spells.
so we're basically the four of us are alone in this, barring the driver.
The driver. Yep, you got it.
And we're going to be sitting here for a while. We have time to sit and have a little chat.
We do.
Yeah, so it's like a 15 by 10 foot space.
So
Where to?
To the Terminus District, if you would, and as fast as we could possibly get there. We are in a hurry.
About to miss your lightning rail out of Sean, are you?
Hopefully not.
So you want lightning rail in a jiff, eh?
That would be ideal, sir.
In a jiff, it has a little bit of an extra fee to it, if you know what I'm saying. And he holds his hand out and rubs his finger and thumb together.
Yes, of course, good sir.
I gotta take a real quick phone call.
That's fine. You're fine.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay. Yes, of course, good sir, and I'll slip him like 2 silver.
He looks down at the silver.
I reach
Yes,
over
you.
and put a gold in his hand.
He smiles at you. He glares at Galleon, but he smiles at Zaris and tips his hat to her. Bites the coin and sticks it in his inside vest jacket pocket. There's a good lass.
Because I've already done enough bribing so far.
And he begins to direct the Sky Coach in the direction of Tavix Landing, putting a hasty step on it. You do have some picture of these things, so I can show you guys.
I was trying to Google them. I didn't see anything.
It's like a narrow boat that hovers in the air.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I
it,
feel like
you
the
know.
back. So I feel like the driver's portion would be out in the open, and then you guys are kind of like an enclosed.
So it's kind of like a boat carriage.
Like a boat carriage. Yeah. Here, I gotta. One of the best screenshots I can find of it.
Awesome.
I was gonna say we don't want to talk too much because
Yeah, I was
Bear's the one that wants to talk. So
I was gonna wait. But he's back.
Bear is the one that wants to talk.
You guys see that?
Yeah. Yeah, it looks
so that
really
is
cool.
the best image I can find, but like that's like what a sky coach looks like. It's like a small boat. There's an
Gotcha.
open deck, and then there's like a canopy, like wooden, like boxy, where you sit in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
So you sort of have privacy, but really the drivers are powerful for you guys.
Yeah.
But they're paid for their discretion, or so you've heard.
So we have heard.
So, once we get settled in and get taken up, Bear looks around and says, "You may have heard me speaking with Kavil. Maybe not. I come from the Eldine Reaches, along the northern edge, where my order spends its entire time fighting the fiends from the demon wastes and trying to hold them back from encroaching too far into the reaches. The whole reason I was sent here to Shard was to find information on a particular fiend known to us as the Emberling. When we faced Mondo, a being spoke through Mondo to each of them. And the things that it said to me led me to believe that this is the Ember Links. All I was tasked to do was find information. But if the Ember Links chooses to place itself in front of me in my path, I will do everything in my power to stop it, to kill it. My concern is that it sounded to me like some of you were much more familiar with this beast in a more personal way. And I need to know that if the time comes that I sit and face it, am I going to be facing you as well? What is your connection? I'm looking at Galleon. What is your connection with this fiend?
I don't know much about this Ember Lynx. This is the first time I have heard its name before, and we haven't even really had a proper conversation before. But I have heard it whisper to me a lot during the experiments. It's hard to actually decipher everything that was happening during those feverish dreams that I had, but he was most certainly the one speaking to me. And I question his, you can see like my face like twitching uncontrollably. I question his motivations. He forced, the voices in my head were forced there. I could not block them out. I could not ignore them. And since the experiments were over, I have not heard from him since.
Read what I just wrote, because this just happens as soon as you finish your sentence.
In those feverish dreams, something happened that very much reminisced of what seems to have happened to Kavil. With a palm facing outwards coming out of my chest in these feverish dreams. It's not the same. I am not aged. I have no marks on me. At least, no marks like Kavil's. And that is all I know about this Ember Lynx.
And if we go to face this,
This creature has done nothing but cause severe mental pain and trauma to me. I have no idea what the connection to it is. I do not know why it was showing up during these experiments, but these were not willing experiments. I have no loyalty to this creature, and I would prefer to get answers from it.
I see. Looking over at Zaris. And you, little one, what connection might you have with this?
I have never heard of the name that you speak of. I associate him with... I believe that mostly Mundo pisses me off because the Barrymore clan pisses me off. They were associates of my family, and let's just say my family, or the groups that I was in, does not exist anymore. That's it.
Grail, have you any familiarity with the Ember Lynx? The being that spoke?
Pause for one moment before you answer that, girl. Read what I wrote you.
Yep, I'm reading. Grail remembers the man he's looking for. And he remembers the damage to his face.
I see, so it sounds to me like I won't have any problem with any of you if we end up facing the Ember.
He is no friend of mine.
And for the moment,
Grail will have vision.
and for the moment our paths can continue in the same direction.
Very well. Let us clear our names.
That's all I need. Baron nods. Looks up. Starts watching the scenery.
Yeah, I'll lean back and start rubbing the back of my right hand through my gloves.
Just or should I say justice?
I love it. I love it.
You like that?
Did you get the same app or?
Yeah. Yeah, man. I just bought it. I bought it specifically to play a prank on Jen, and it worked out gloriously.
Do you use that demonic voice?
I did.
Oh, God.
I told her to sit on my computer and to play part of a video game for me because I really had to use the restroom. I took the headset with me, but I had it muted, and then I waited till she was getting really into the game, and I was like, Jennifer.
I have returned.
It was pretty funny though, man. I had a great time messing with her. It scared the shit out of her. I heard her scream from halfway across the house, and then she ran in the bathroom like, I hate you. Let me play with it. And that was not meant the way it came out.
All right, so here we are. I am I'm sitting, just rubbing my hands, staring out the window. Not super interested in further discussion.
Okay. So you all talk for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then you all get very quiet for the rest of the trip. Is that what I'm hearing? Or?
Yep.
The coach driver can kind of tell that you all just want to get where you're going, but he does whistle a tune as you're going along. And let's see, it was going to be about 45 minutes until the bus ticket. You talked for 10, so about 30-ish. 25 minutes have passed as the coach driver pulls up to what looks like the entrance to Havoc's Landing.
All right.
I thought he was going to say something.
Okay. When
I'm
the
gonna say something. I'm just I gotta look something up real quick.
okay.
So as you're flying through, you see, as you begin to enter what looks like Havoc's Landing, you're at the eastern edge of the Sharn, and it's pretty much defined by the terminus of the Orion Lightning Rail line and trade road. The lower levels cater to travelers and traders entering Sharn by rail, and include an entire city district that is converted to providing housing for refugees from the last war. The middle and the upper levels are broader in their purpose, including a variety of trade, services, and residential districts. Terminus is defined by the Terminus Station. That it's a massive House Orion enclave that serves as an endpoint for the Lightning Rail line, with multiple termini that can take one across Corvair. It's usually a hotbed of activity, despite the presence of the Sharn Watch and the Guardians of the Gate. You've all heard rumors that pickpockets and other thieves operate here freely. As he's flying you towards the station, you pass a host of inns, restaurants, and taverns, and some of the taverns and restaurants are still bustling at this time of night. A lot of homes are dark. You can sometimes see candles flickering in the windows. Most of the businesses are closed up unless it's a brothel or a tavern or some gambling den.
Sounds like a fun place.
So we're approaching Terminus Station. Which terminal do you want me to drop you off at? Just the entrance to the district, or you want to go to one of the terminals?
We are looking
Give
for.
me a gold weapon.
We're looking for whatever terminal would be taking them to route.
Row. The Relish capital, you say?
Yes,
Well, that's Terminal 2. I go there quite often.
that would be our preferred destination.
Alright, give me a moment. And he zips he actually does like a 90-degree turn and zips the coach towards, down a couple alleyways. Of course, you're well off the ground. You're flying above some of the buildings.
Mhm.
Although there's still towers, just, like crushing, like as high as you can stretch your head up. I don't know if I ever gave you a full idea of what Sharn is like, really.
Yeah, you did not. I have since looked it up, but I assume not everybody has.
So this is kind of like an artist rendition of what Sharn would look like at night, like as it's getting to be dusk.
It's a nice looking city.
So down here, like where you see the cliffside, the cliffs and the docks and stuff, that would be cliffside. So that'd be the western side of the city. You're on the opposite side. At ground, not at sea level, but at ground level.
Okay.
A couple minutes pass by, and then the driver pulls up to what looks like an entrance to a terminal. You can hear some people. I mean, it's not like dead silent right now. You can hear people going about their business. It's certainly not a hubbub right now because it's almost midnight. But you do hear some people inside talking and some chatter. Maybe some people drinking and laughing. A minstrel, like a bard, playing some tunes on a lute. I will give you. Not too close. Shit. No, don't tell me to close. Okay, good. Saved. Do you guys see this?
Ooh,
Whoa.
it's loading, but definitely something popped up.
Let me know when your map is fully loaded.
Still loading for me.
Yeah, it's still loading.
Is it like really bad?
Oh, there we
it
go.
is.
Okay.
Still loading.
Hasn't popped for me yet. Yeah, it's loaded. There it goes.
Still
So
loading.
basically, okay, let me know when it's fully loaded.
Here we go.
All set?
Yep.
Okay, so if you scroll down, like using your middle mouse button, to the grassy area, and like the foyer.
Mm-hmm.
So just picture. Sorry, I couldn't get the shading right for nighttime, but just picture the grass if it's nighttime. Obviously, it's not bright and sunny out.
Right.
I will load you guys onto where basically the driver drops you off, and you can reposition yourselves as you like.
Okay.
I'm fine with that spot.
First need.
I like that better.
There we go.
tried this whole being in front last time thing and it didn't work out.
Ah, dude. Please don't make me laugh.
No dodgy.
So you approach the concourse that is Terminal 2 with service to route. Do. Let me know when you, so you guys have time to move where you like. Move freely inside where you want, and if you see the main, on the map, you see the main area with, like, the rose-colored cross in the center.
Yep.
Let me know when you approach that. You're not in any initiative right now. There's nothing threatening you.
Cool. I want to.
I'm just giving you guys, if you want time to talk about what you're doing or what you're trying to accomplish, etc.
So just
Talk as you want.
from a fantasy ground mechanic standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to worry about second floor going up or down those stairs.
Well, that is a stair. Those are stairs going up. So, would basically be. Currently, you're at like ground level. Let me see if I can simple it.
I'm just thinking along the lines of
Okay.
if we're going up there, do you have maps for that too, or?
No, I
No, that
think
is
those
that
the
is the map.
stairs go up into that map, like that square
okay.
is like a landing. Yeah.
I messed one thing up. Sorry about this. The pathway at the bottom that goes into the concourse there. You see the stone pathway that goes down
Yeah.
and over. There should be, when that changes from that light colored stone to the dark stone, there should be stairs there too. I just realized that because I just.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So got it. To get
This
up
is a
into the
custom
cross.
map.
Ooh.
I made this in Dungeon Painter.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. So when we get out, I'm going to say I'm not sure how much time has passed, but we need to get moving. And then we'll look at Grail and be like, Grail, lead the way.
If you had to guess, you have minutes.
Yeah.
Like maybe double-digit minutes, but not.
I'll look at Grail and I'll say, Grail, justice. Justice run.
Oh my
And
god, that's awesome.
we'll do a justice run as we tear ass inside of there. Want to go that way?
Oh,
All right.
boy. Okay.
I'm like hauling ass right behind him.
So you yell justice as you run. Bear, where you going, homie?
Away.
So you went upstairs as you went there. Just,
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can't. It looks like that's our only option is to go upstairs.
No, you could have gone the other way too, like to that.
Oh,
the way Bear's going.
that looks
You
like
could
there
have
were
gone.
stairs there too to go up. So I assume that they were both.
That's really the main. That looks like the main entrance. If you were to walking, the other
Okay.
way looks like where people would depart a train.
Okay, then we could go up this
Okay.
way.
Yeah, but you can
Okay.
go either way. It's not. There's nothing
Fine.
stopping you. from going either way.
I'm following Cody. I'm following Grail.
So say, wouldn't I know where to go?
I think we need to cover both openings.
All right, I'm following Grail. So
Okay. So as you go up the main, into the main foyer, and those the light-colored things in the corners, those are stone pillars, just so you're aware.
okay,
Solid stone pillars.
breaking line of sight.
Yep. They go all the way from floor to ceiling.
Got it.
So I would like to, like, as I come into this area, I want to scan around and just see if I see anything that I might suspect of being, suspect somebody of being yak. And if not, I'm going to kind of try to position myself kind of around there where I've got easy access to blocking this door, but still open sight lines all around the area here.
Okay. Give me 1 minute. So the as you enter the so Galleon, Zaris, and Grail, as you enter into that area of the terminal, you're basically walking on these stone slab floors. The ceilings are like 18 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
The doors are closed that you see, the ones that you're passing by.
Yeah.
Bear, as you go in onto the platform, the ceilings here are 25 feet high. As you go through, you see in the bottom, so the south, as you enter that area, along that southeastern wall, you see luggage and crates that are piled next to the southeastern wall. Across from you, directly across from you on the other side, are two, looks like Sharn Watch idly chatting amongst themselves. They did kind of glance your way when they heard off in the distance a voice say justice. Then they went back to their chatter like they really don't give two shits. They're just trying to get to
cares
their...
about justice.
Oh, no.
They're just trying to get to their shift. You see a mixture of people, like halflings and humans and elves, all along the platform. Looks like they're waiting for their lightning rail. There's one woman that's directly southeast of you, the one with the blue robe there. She's kind of leaning against that pillar, glancing around, and looks like might be in a hurry. There's a bard there at the end next to her who's playing on his lute. You see sort of a shady hooded figure that's over to the left, near the lockers, but it looks human. And they don't have weapons out right now, just so you know. The only one that has weapons visible are the Sharn. Hang on a second. And a dog is barking in the distance. A damn dog is gonna follow you everywhere. Hang on a minute.
It's like in
We
Tombstone.
should adopt a pet dog.
It's like in
in-game.
Tombstone when they're working on Virgil. It's like, somebody shut up that damn dog!
That's sweet stuff.
That's right. Justice! How do you do that?
All right. Sorry about that. The two figures there, the halfling and the hooded human that are over by that wooden cabinet. Those look like lockers, essentially, like where people might stow, like lockers for rent.
One thing I want to do too is, since this has such a tall ceiling, just a quick scan around the upper sight line.
Yep, it goes. You don't. Give me a perception check, please. And you can do it outside the tower. It's fine.
There we go. Oh, he's seeing some stuff.
You see up in the upper levels, like your keen eyes just squint a bit, and you can see cobwebs and the Everbright. So basically, this whole place is lit by Everbright lanterns, magical lanterns. It's not like well lit, but it's like dimly lit, especially in the upper reaches. But there's rafters up there, and you do notice that there are like cobwebs and shit, and people haven't cleaned up there.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second. Oh, and just to note, the crates over there in the bottom right, the southeastern wall, there's luggage. There's a couple of smaller crates. The big crate there is a 10 by 5 by 10 basically. It's not two small crates. It's one big crate.
Okay.
He's got fucking Metal Gear Solid in.
I wish I had the sound of the fucking
Yep.
right on fucking tap. That was
Dun,
awesome.
dun, 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 dun.
Thank you.
I got you. So we just running in.
Bear, you probably for a split second you thought you heard someone like you couldn't pinpoint where as you were scanning the room, you thought you heard someone's like a gasp, like a slight gasp, but it could have been anyone around you.
Okay, and then just one other question. So just to be clear, the section that, like to the south of me, that's the lower or the upper sections? Rose Cross area, the upper section?
Yes. now you're on one upper, so you're up from the stone pathway that you came in. You walked up to get up here, and then these stairs that you're on right now go up again to another the main area.
Which is where we're heading to.
Yep, and you're at the end south of you. That you see the checkered rosy colored
Yeah.
like where the bard is and stuff. That's
Yeah.
like the platform below. That would be where the lightning rail like stops.
Like where.
That's where people are getting
Get off and
off.
get on.
Get on. Okay, so that's where everything's got it.
Both. Yep. And I'm gonna go jump back to Grail, Zaris, and Galleon. Are you guys moving forward? You're just chilling in the hallway.
Yeah, we're moving forward.
Yeah.
At least I
So
am.
Grail is going, I'm assuming. As he's going, I'm gonna be like trying to check in the rooms as we're passing by. So I'm gonna
The
fucking.
double doors to your right open free. Oh, okay. The
Let's
left
check this
door
one first.
that is locked.
Oh. I want to check these side ones first before the double doors.
That one is slightly ajar and opens up freely.
Oop.
Hang
Poke my head inside.
on one. Yep.
Just a couple of poop stained chairs.
A bartender, a half-orc bartender, is in front of the bar, cleaning off one of the tables. It's a smoke-filled lounge where there's looks like there's a bunch of wine and spirits and a keg in the corner, with some lounge chairs and some tables. Pretty dimly lit. Yeah. Last call's I don't know, like 30 minutes. You want a drink?
I'm gonna stand there staring at him for a few seconds, not saying anything, and then go back. Perhaps in a few minutes. I'm just gonna close the door and move on.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna catch up with these guys. I feel like I wasted
As you
enough
approach
time.
the main area,
Actually, I want to say slightly behind Cody.
In the center of this main area is a giant section of rose marbling that's along the floor. It's like, it's not, it's level with the stone. It's like part of the, like, laid into the stone.
Mm-hmm.
There's a, you don't see it on the map, sorry, but there's a large unicorn symbol of House Orion. It's embedded in the center of that, the rose cross there.
Mm-hmm.
There are banks of rentable lockers along that northwestern wall. The walls are covered with maps of Sharn and Corvair, showing that looks like different rail lines maintained by House Orion. The concourse is got a half dozen or so, maybe less people that are wandering about doing their thing. It's pretty quiet since it's so late at night. There's benches. There's some people are leaning on the walls. They look pretty drowsy. To your right, if you're looking to your right, up there, that looks like if you glance back there, you can kind of make out that it looks like the ticketing area in the far back.
I'm going to first come in and look left, see if I can I see Bear down there, and I'm like, all right, he's got that area covered, and I'm gonna.
You can kind of see him from where you're at. Not so much because
Yeah.
he's down
But he's also
10 feet down.
unusual.
Yes.
Yeah, but he's like.
But as long as I can
sight.
see that he's down there, I'm like, okay, he's got
Yeah.
that side covered.
You might be able to get on your tiptoes and see the top
Yeah.
of his head.
So I'm gonna sneak over here.
For all purposes, though, you would not have line of sight. What I'm getting at is you would not have line of sight to
Got
targets
it.
walking on the stairs,
It's essentially full cover.
unless they're a giant.
Right. So I'm gonna come over here and just kind of glance around the corner.
Yeah, so you see a couple of ladies that are working the ticketing booth. There appears to be they're both human. There appears to be a dragonborn that's standing at the counter, talking with the lady, kind of slapping his hand on his ticket and sighing, shaking his head. He's got a bag of gold in one hand, or a bag of what looks like to be money in one hand. And you see a doorway on the left, diagonally across from you. That's slightly ajar.
I step up to Galleon. So, are we going to try to get him before the lightning rounds? Or are we supposed to buy tickets?
Well, I would prefer not to have to buy tickets. Also, fighting on a lightning rail could cause a host of issues with potentially being thrown off.
But what if we miss him? And we can't board the lightning rails? And we have no power to get on it? Or ask around?
Well, I'm going to turn and look at Grail and be like, we'll always have power to get on it.
She just shakes her head.
Grail has run over to another door, completely ignoring what's going on.
So just as you're talking, I am moving people around. Just a heads up, if you will notice this if you're paying attention.
Yep.
They're just kind of thinking about their own business and stuff.
Yep.
I'd like to check this door, by the way.
Yeah.
Just straight up
hang on.
blatant in the middle of the freaking room? Okay.
So as you walk over, you begin to push open the door, and the lady in red at the top by the ticketing counter. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. That's our office. You can't go back there.
Zara's face palms.
Real sorry.
As you push the door open a bit, you didn't notice anything in there. Just a couple of desks, and a table with a whole bunch of papers and books on it.
I'm going to move closer down here so I can get like a vantage point and kind of like look down at what that area is, since to me this is the most important room, since this is where the lightning rail will be coming from.
Once I see him towards the top of the stairs, I'm gonna move to kind of this area here.
Walk past you. Yeah, okay. The guards are kind of walking past you, by the way, Bear. They both kind of look at you with wide eyes. They're like maybe 5'8", 5'9". They're pretty short guys, pretty thin.
They look at you the same way everybody else in this world looks at me.
Basically, yeah.
They might ask you how tall you are.
They kind of don't say anything to you, actually. They're kind of looking around you to talk to each other as they're walking out. Like they're walking out and they're chatting. They're just kind of shooting the shit. One of them's got like a cigar sticking out of his mouth. And okay, hang on a second, Grail. You can't step on that. It's huge.
Yeah.
It's
But
like
I am justice.
it's like 10 or 15 feet tall. And,
How poorly
it's
did you
5
roll
feet
your
wide.
hit dice?
Or, I'm sorry,
Or
10
you
feet.
only have 13.
Huh?
It's like 10 by 10.
How bad did
10
you
by
roll
10,
your
but
hit
it's
dice?
fine. 10 by 5.
Oh, you actually probably rolled
10 by
decently.
15,
You just have like
something
a bad con modifier, right?
Yeah,
So
0
15
con.
feet tall,
sense.
10 feet.
I was looking, I was like, Jesus, like, I rolled a perfect 8 out of my D8.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at the max HP, I'm like, damn, I got fucking
Um,
really high compared to everyone else. I looked at you, I was
what
like,
are you doing, by the way?
damn.
You were walking over there. I was just wondering.
I forgot you had like a super low con.
I'm
Yeah.
just walking over towards Bear, but I was thinking I would try to get up there to see if I could find Bear, see where he went.
Oh, I guess I should
Bear's
roll.
right next to you.
Well, I'm dumb.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Boxes, high vantage
Are
point.
you climbing the box?
That was the plan. Was to climb up the box to try to.
You're gonna crush
Okay.
the box.
Go ahead. Every Grail does what Grail does.
Okay.
He's trying to say.
You want me to do an acrobatics check?
It would be a climb check, right? That's the thing, right?
He doesn't. I'm not sure what you would use for that because he doesn't have a climbing speed.
Or no,
No. It's, hang on.
Probably
be
is-
athletics.
Yeah, probably
Athletics, yeah.
athletics.
It's
Yeah.
athletics, absolutely. The box is incredibly. It looks like an industrial freight crate.
That's fine. And I do the check. See if I can get up there.
The two guards like glance over at you, like over their shoulders, kind of like, what is this guy doing?
I'm gonna walk down and also kind of look at him.
Did you roll your check?
No, not yet.
Yeah, do
Roll
you?
your check. You easily just slam your hands into the wood. It splinters a bit, but it actually is really solid. And you start climbing up to the top and up 15 feet when you're on top.
Win!
Bear, Galleon, and Zaris all give me perception checks.
I was actually just gonna ask to do one to look around, so.
Grail, give me a perception check. You don't have any bonus perception, that's just your roll.
Correct.
Okay.
God, yeah, he's back.
I was gonna say you rolled that on the tray, you know that, right?
I rolled the wrong thing. Why is it? Nothing right. Hang on. Sorry. Grail, really, as you get onto the top, you hear, like, almost south of you, very close by, you hear a fuck under its like someone whispering really lowly and angrily.
You said under the box?
I said
Really,
south.
really near south of where you are, very close by.
Gotcha.
And you
I'm
hear
gonna
wood.
check
You hear
that.
the sound of something scraping on wood.
I'm gonna jump down and check it. I'm going to assume here.
Okay.
As I see him doing that, I kind of like walk over here to get a better look at what Grail's doing. Actually, it'd be more like here, so I can actually see around the box. Let's put myself on an actual square. There we go.
Are you like angrily walking around, Grail, or are you just like casually doing it? You just jumped. Did you jump down from the top, by the way, or did you climb down?
I climbed down.
Okay. Did you give me a athletics check? You gracefully, well, you powerfully climb down.
There you go. Boom, 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 boom.
Basically, like stomping, like you know, you jump off, you like scale off the side of it, no problems. Actually, like grabbing the side of the pillar as your hands like crush into the stone on the and slow yourself down on the pillar. The woman kind of jumps back, startled.
As he's doing that, I'm gonna be like, everybody remain calm. We're just doing our job.
The guards are like, what the fuck is going on? I'll give you all one movement before we roll initiative.
Oh boy.
This is happening simultaneously.
Yep.
Grail had his thing.
Yep, this is pretty much where I would be, because I want to see what's going on with Grail. And I'm also, like, saying to everybody else, I'm like, relax, everybody. Just doing our job. Without being specific.
I'm seeing where I'm
Oh, you're getting away, and I understand what's going on?
Hang on, I'm reading something real quick.
Maybe I would stay, like, here. This is still line of sight.
Okay, did you all move the way you wanted to?
Yep, that's where I would be.
Yep.
Okay, I'll get you to roll your initiatives.
Yep.
Oh, bear.
No, Bear.
I got that out of the way.
No bear, no.
Yeah.
Oof.
There you go.
He looks like it's up to us, buddy.
Don't worry, bud.
Soften him up.
You all hear feet padding on stone floor, but don't see anything.
I would like to use Divine Sense, please.
Well,
One moment. It's not your initiative
yeah.
yet.
Oh,
If
sorry.
we're in combat now, so.
Oh, gotcha. Never mind.
As Grail, slams down onto the ground, you hear directly across from you, Galleon, the man with the feathered cap. You see him in the green next to the blue-robed, silver-haired guy.
Yep.
He whirls around and he goes, "Yuck! The jig is up!" And I will get rid of this token. It's not the right token. Basically, he throws off his cloak.
Ooh.
Which person are you there? Oh, okay, got it.
Definitely a sign of aggression. Throwing off the cloak there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I was asking who it was, and then the token disappeared. So
So it's really hard.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Do you see that symbol now?
Yep.
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 Okay. And as he rolls off his cloak, as he throws off his cloak, you see a bearded man with a bandana around his head, and he lifts up a crossbow and he fires at you, Galleon.
Oh God.
Damn Defias Brotherhood.
And as he's saying that, you all hear "shit, fuck, motherfucker," in a snarling, raspy voice. Sorry, guys, I can't do all the voices for you.
Sorry.
In fact, it's coughing as it says that.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
No.
I'm sorry. I didn't try to roll a crit.
That was a hell of a crit too.
I mean, a crit.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What? Oh, that's not right. Hang on, let me fix that. That's not right. Why did it add an extra D8? It should not have done that.
Because it was a crit.
Looks like
'Cause it was a
crit.
crit?
Oh, because it was a crit. Duh.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. That's right.
Well, alright.
As a crossbow bolt flies out from the bandit, piercing into Galleon's shoulder deeply. That's one way to start the night.
Fantastic.
I didn't make it roll a crit, alright?
I think you did.
There's no way to do that.
By rolling the dice and being lucky.
I didn't even give them. I didn't
Nice.
even. Are they supposed to get an advantage when they go first, or is that a rogue thing?
That is.
That's a rogue thing.
Yeah, I don't think. Does rogues do that? Yeah,
I
don't
think it's a
anybody gets
feat.
It's a rogue or feat. It's
It's
either
a-
a rogue thing that they get later on, or it's something that I don't know.
Perhaps.
He didn't have advantage. I just fucking rolled it.
Yep.
I was gonna say technically like the first it's sneak attack equivalent to sneak attack or something, not advantage, but
Okay. His turn ends. You hear a whistle blow. Get out here, you fucking slog! Do your work! And Grail, right next to you, the crate begins to shake and buckle and then burst open. As this large creature slinks out of it. I'll give you an image. Bursting out of the crate, you see this. It's a large bronze metallic construct.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Busting out of the crate. You can
Not
see
gonna
that.
lie, that's kind of a scary motherfucker.
It's
yeah,
visible, right?
yeah, it's visible. It's
Yeah.
not really in a spot. It's like in between
Yeah.
the two squares, though.
And that was actually its action, was busting out of the crate.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let me just make sure it doesn't have any bonus actions.
I was gonna say it would have its movement, probably.
Yeah, but if it's going for Grail, it doesn't really need to.
I mean, then it would just move over.
No, it's staying there. It's 10 by 10, right?
Oh, it's big.
It's large.
Large.
It is,
creature.
oh, it's medium. It's medium. Never mind. Oh, my bad.
Okay.
Right there.
That'd be a scary motherfucker.
I thought it was 10 by 10. It says medium.
So when we heard Yak call for his, we
You heard a whistle around. You heard a whistle around Grail, but you don't see anything. But you're about to see something.
Dun dun dun.
Grail, as your eyes dart, you instantly whirl around. Well, you were actually looking at it anyway. You were looking at the crate. So you saw the whole thing burst out of you. And as you're focused on this large, almost like insect-like bronze construct, you hear a sound of a blade unsheathing behind you as Yek the Grin comes out from invisibility. You see a whirling behind you to look. You see a figure in a dark cloak with leather armor, an elongated snout and fangs coming out. It definitely looks like a shifter.
Kill the one in the fur.
And he attacks you, I think. Hang on. As a bonus action, as he appears, you see Yek's fur actually gets longer, his teeth get longer, his eyes become narrowed, and you see like drool coming out of his mouth, and his jaw almost unhinges a bit and gets longer. And his hands are holding a short. You see basically in his right hand is a short sword, and his left hand peeking out from the robe is a hand crossbow, but his claws get longer as well. But most notably, you see his fangs elongate, and then he attacks you. And he does, I believe when you come out of stealth, you do have advantage, correct?
If you are making the attack from invisibility, then that means that they can't, they don't see you.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so if he was a rogue, he would get a sneak attack.
This is happening simultaneously.
Right.
Is what I'm-
Yeah, as long as he doesn't like become visible and then attack, but the attack makes him visible, then
as
yeah.
he was attacking.
Yep, that would be advantage.
Giving you flavor, but
Word.
Well, he has advantage because he's flanking with his
Yeah.
ally. You have the double.
he first attacks with a short sword.
Here we go.
Think
No,
just.
I can't see anything. Okay.
That
And
was
then he
actually not with advantage. That was.
Oh, that.
Well,
Oh,
that's
and
actually
the-
weird. He attacked with 2 dice for an attack roll. That's weird.
That wasn't. I don't know why I did that, but it didn't. It doesn't matter. Both rolls.
Yeah, both rolls are low.
Yeah.
But he gets his second attack because he has a multi-attack. So as his short sword tries to pierce your thick metallic plating, he snarls in frustration as he can't quite dig it into your spine, and then he whirls his left hand around and fires his hand crossbow at you.
With this, oh, I guess it would be regular.
It would be a regular roll then, yeah.
Right, he's flanking, but he's in melee.
He's
with
also in
range.
melee with unless he has the
No.
crossbow feat.
Right.
He has a special attack He has a special attack.
Awesome. Gets to do range without disadvantage. Busted.
No, it's just a monster. It's a special monster thing. It's a legendary ability.
All right.
And he does have feats. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to attack with his hand crossbow at the same time.
That is correct.
Why is this map is so hard to work with? It's too big. I gotta make my map smaller. I'm just gonna roll it twice.
I was gonna say something, but I figured I'd let you have this one for a while.
I am. Huh? Well, it was intended to be big because you guys have to have.
Yeah,
ways to move
there's a
around.
lot of stuff there. Right?
Yeah.
You're supposed to be able to move around, and if you want throughout the fight, and then also the enemies can move around throughout the fight. He did have advantage, so I'm gonna roll it just in case I get a 20.
Yep.
So it did hit you. Wait, what? Hang on. Did I add the sneak attack? I didn't see.
3
It
plus
looks like it was
2.
just 3.
Yeah, there's no sneak attack. Yeah, there's no extra die there.
Hang on, I'll just roll it flat out.
Why did it add an effect to me?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dex damage 2d6.
That's because I was trying to roll the sneak attack on you, and then I did that. Hang on,
Oh, gotcha.
let me fix that. Remove the effect from you. Okay, that should be fixed now. Sorry, I was trying to add the roll the sneak attack on you, but it didn't want to let me do it right.
Oh, I think you have to do it on him, and that gives him that effect.
Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, I should have done it. Hang on. What? How do you just remove an effect from a single person?
I don't know. It's something that only you can do.
Okay.
I think you just clicked it off.
I'm just gonna roll
Combat
the.
tracker last time.
I'm just gonna roll the 2d6. Hang on. Hang on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the effect on him. I'm going to roll again. If the damage from his base weapon is higher, Grail, I'm going to lower it down to what he rolled, which is 5.
Okay.
I'm not going to re-roll that damage. So get out 5 with the main attack, but I'm going to re-roll the whole attack. Actually, you know what I can do, right? Where are you? I'm going to put your wounds at 0. And then I'm going to do it like this. Pain in the ass. Now, this should add it in if I do it right. Okay.
Oof.
So that add up to more than...
Right.
So that did give you... That added up to 2 points extra than it should have been.
Yep, because it looks like the base was a 5 instead of a 3.
Because of 5 instead of a 3. So actually you have 14 wounds instead.
Ow.
And Yek is... now technically he would have his bonus action. Actually, no, I'm not. He's not getting his bonus action this turn because he used the whistle. So he blew a whistle. So elongated fangs will be in effect next turn. Galleon, you are up.
Alrighty. I'm going to cast. How do you do this? I do like bless. I'm gonna concentrate and cast bless on Bear, Grail, and Zaris, since it can only be 3 targets.
Okay.
Giving them a +1 d4 to all their attack rolls. Is it just attack rolls?
It's attack rolls and
Or saving
saves.
throws.
Saves.
Yep.
I think it's both.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep, it's both.
And then I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10,
Looks like it only
20.
registered on rail.
Well, yeah, so I guess I can put on all of them. Is that gonna...
Yeah, add the
There you
attack to all
go.
of
Boom.
them.
There you go. So they all got it. Sweet.
Is that just for their next attack, or is that
It's
last
for
No,
it's for
until-
the duration of the spell, as long as I concentrate on it.
Yeah, it's a concentration
Gotcha.
spell. Yeah.
And I'm gonna stand the fuck back.
Okay.
Actually, wait. So let me see. I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 25. So yeah, back there.
Okay. So you actually have, you can see, I'm trying to see what you have line of sight to there. 10 feet down. So it's 5, 10, and then 10 feet down. I feel like you'd have a vision on everybody except for the people at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Because they're further out, so they're further away.
That's cool. And that's it. I'm gonna pass it up.
Grail, you're up.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something real quick. Okay, so I'm going to use a potion as my bonus.
That's a bonus action, yep.
Yep.
Yeah. How did we do that again?
Prob-
Just roll.
Probably. It should be in your inventory. I don't know because I don't have one, so I don't know how it works. But,
Healing potion?
Yeah.
Was it 2
I think it's
2d6 2d6 plus 2, or was it 2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I just looked it up. 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, yeah. So
4
yeah,
plus 2.
with it. So yeah, whatever equals a maximum of 10.
You can just roll that. You don't have to like drag it or anything. Just roll
Yes.
that, and I'll adjust your health.
Yep. And then if you pick up the d4, then like right click, it'll double it to 2, and you just throw those 2. There you go. 4 plus 2, so 6. Justice.
You can actually take a horizontal step around that pillar, just so you know. He would provoke though from Yak, right? Is that how
Yep.
it works? 'Cause he's
Yep,
doing
he's-
action.
That is correct.
You could just take a. Can you take a disengage if you use a bonus action? I think you can.
It's a full action.
It's a full action to disengage.
Yeah, that's why.
Unless
That's why
you're a rogue or something.
cunning action
right,
would be a full.
So that's your. Isn't that your standard and isn't that your normal and your move?
I'm sorry.
Does a full action eat up your bonus action?
No,
No.
he used his bonus action to chug a
But-
potion.
Yeah.
Right. I'm saying, could he take a full? If he wanted to disengage, he could.
Yeah,
He
he
could,
can. He can.
yes,
Yep.
but he wouldn't
He
be able to
still
do
has that
anything
available to him.
else. Except a bonus action.
Well, he used his bonus action, so.
Okay.
But he could disengage. That's his full action. Yep.
Is anybody trained in knowledge arcana?
I
Not.
am not.
I know I'm not.
Negative.
Did you end up, are you a rogue too, Zaris, or did you take bard?
Hard.
She's a bard.
You are. Wait, is that a? Do bards get that at first level? That they get their proficiency bonus to all skills, like half their proficiency bonus to all skills?
No, that's level. That's a different level. I think it's
That's
level
third
2.
level.
Two or three.
Yeah, I don't think it's
It's
level
it's recent-ish.
on. Let me see. I want to see something.
Okay. It is. Hold on. I had it just.
No. I believe you. I'm looking at something on your sheet.
Jack of all trades. At second level, you add half your proficiency bonus rounded
Gotcha.
down. So yeah, next level, I will be able to. I was thinking about it too, because when I cross-classed into Bard, I could choose a new ability to be proficient in, and I chose Deception because I wasn't proficient in it, and I have a high
Gotcha.
roll to it.
It's
So
gonna sound silly, Grail, but I want you to roll Knowledge Arcana. I know you have a bad int. This is more about instinctual Warforged training than anything.
In the tower?
I don't care where you roll it. You can roll it wherever. Okay, you hit the DC even with a -1.
Nice.
You know, having been trained to fight in the war, that constructs, magical constructs, are usually immune to most physical attacks from mundane weapons.
With an adamantite greatsword, be considered a mundane weapon.
I'm gonna allow you to figure that out for yourself.
Understood. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to take my adamantium greatsword and I'm going to attack Yek the Grin and add on Divine Smite.
You
Oh,
decide.
you're taking Yak.
You
Okay.
decide if you want to smite after you do the attack roll. Technically.
That's right. Sorry.
So you know you're taking out your adamantium greatsword without your sword and shield,
Correct.
and you're smiting Yak.
Correct.
Okay.
It's a hit. You can cast the smite now with the damage roll. Oof. There you go.
Yak snarls as your adamantium greatsword crashes down on his shoulder blade, and you hear bone cracking. He winces and cries out in pain. "Ugh! I said protect me, you damn shit!" As he's yelling in the air, like all around him. Are you done? Is that your end of your turn?
End your turn.
Sorry, I was actually talking, but I forgot to hit the button.
Okay.
Galleon,
Go ahead. And,
Grail needs you to use magic on Giant Metal Dog.
It's on my to-do list.
giant metal dog.
When Grail's down, Giant Metal Dog.
More like a worm, but okay.
No, I think it's great. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like.
How dare you?
That made me smile.
Justice.
Justice!
Bear, you were up, my friend.
So, when we were doing our positioning, I placed myself in the middle of this doorway, which looks like it's kind of on the
He's in the middle of two squares.
midpoint.
Yeah.
There's some lines here. So, Garrett, why don't you decide where I'm actually standing relative to the squares, so I can count my movements.
You can be in any of those 4 squares that you choose. Unless, or I should say 6 squares if you want to go outside.
Technically 5 because there's watch in one.
Well,
Oh yeah, right. You can't sit on the wall. Actually, honestly, when the fucking let me fix some things here, because when that thing burst out of the crate, I'll do it at the end of the initiative. Go ahead.
Yeah.
well, the min-maxing in me wants to be here. I don't think I would be there. I think I would be closer.
I was gonna say, I think you'd be like in the doorway right there.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
weren't interested in watching Grail open the crate. That's why I was positioned where I was.
Yeah.
I mean, that depends. You might have moved because Grail was jumping down off the crate, but that's up to you.
Right.
Wherever
Yeah.
you want, wherever you think you'd be, Bear. You can roll a die if you want. I gave people plenty of like liberty about where they were standing and stuff. So.
Yep.
So having heard Grail say to use magic on the scout, I am not going to be moving towards it, otherwise normally I would. So I am going to go like this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And attack
How did you get there?
I was
Can you
gonna
show me
say-
the path? 'Cause you might have provoked from the scout.
It didn't actually.
Yeah, it did not.
So I was here and I went 1,
Yep. Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So 6 is your maximum. Oh wait, do you get more as a monk?
I'm a monk.
Oh my god.
He's a monk,
That's what I'm
bitch.
talking. We got about to say that, and I'm like, hold on a second.
Yeah, monks are fast.
Nice.
And I will be attacking Yak.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, baby.
Why did it roll?
Because you're blessed.
You-
Extra D4?
You're blessed.
you're blessed.
You're blessed.
Oh, right. And then following up, so Bear is moving with very surprising speed for someone his size. He skirts around the pillars and comes up on the side of Yek, swinging his quarterstaff kind of into Yek's kidneys there as he gets up alongside him. And then I'm going to spend a point of key and hit flurry of blows.
Okay.
2 unarmed attacks.
Heck yeah.
2 extra unarmed attacks.
Yeah, Fury of
Yeah.
Blows is 2 unarmed attacks, like his
2 unarmed
fists.
attack bonus instead of my.
Instead the 1. Yep.
Yeah. Once he gets stunned.
Here we go.
And this dude's like running around naked. No armor whatsoever.
Yeah, you
That's
got
why
hit
he's
by
so
a 14
fast.
earlier. That's the lowest we've seen so far for the hit.
So hit him with the staff and then a couple quick punches to put the hurt on him. And then I'm done.
Alright, Jess, it's you. Zaris.
Okie dokie. Going to step 5. 20, 25. Ah! Damn it. Am I? Where would I need to go to be within 30 feet of Yek?
Well, let's see. Technically, if we go 5, 15, 20, 30. Right here. This is technically 30, but that you won't have line of sight to him from there.
It'll be hard for you to get line of sight.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard from where you're positioned. It would be pretty hard for you to get line of
because
sight
of
on
the
him.
pillar.
Yep.
If I move right there, no.
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 Yeah, it's gonna be pretty challenging.
You do have a bandit right in front of you that
Yep.
just
I know.
shot a crossbow bolt into Galleon. I'm just making sure you remember that.
I know.
She wanted to take him down before he got a turn, obviously.
No, there's something that I want to do that I need to be within 30 feet of all of them, and I need to be able to see all of them.
Okay.
Okay. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. I will stay.
Well, you can see the scout and you can see the bandit for sure.
Yeah. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'll only actually move to there. So I'm
That
not
scout
sure you need to be able to
might
see
be
him?
immune to sleep, just in case you're gonna do that.
What?
I said that scout might be immune to sleep, because I think Warforts are too, just in
I'm
case
not
you're gonna try and sleep.
gonna
I'm just saying.
If you want to hit the scout, how does that? Is that within 30 feet? Is the diagonal movement rules?
The scout? Let's see, 5,
5,
15, 20. No, he would
No,
not be.
sleep
Not
is
from there.
90 feet.
I know. I'm just saying constructs are immune to sleep. That's what I'm saying. That's it.
How many? Sorry.
If from where she is right now, that would not be close enough.
I'm not.
You need to be one.
Okay, just make your move, man. Stop being frustrated.
I told you. Jesus Christ.
I was just letting you know in case you needed to do something within 30 feet. That's why I was.
I needed to be within 30
Good.
feet, and I needed to be able to see all three of them. That's all I was asking. So, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not doing what I was
you can
going.
actually like.
Hmm?
What?
Okay, I'm just gonna continue doing what I was doing. I'm going to take out my short bow and I'm going to aim it at the bandit and attack.
Your arrow pierces into the bandit's stomach.
Yep, and I know it doesn't get any sneak attack because obviously not.
Right. No advantage.
Yeah. Of course.
Don't forget Bardic Inspiration. If you want to, it's a bonus.
That's
Why did
Bardic-
that not add to the bandit? Hang on, I gotta fix it.
Oh, you know what? I'm a dummy. I tried to throw it here. I'll actually put it on the bandit.
Well, you can just adjust it. Like,
I can just adjust his health unless you think. Fine.
Okay. I mean, whatever. I just forgot to drop it on the bandit. I just dropped
Right.
the
You
dice.
didn't have any bonus damage, right? That's what you did.
yeah, it was just.
I just want to make sure.
Nope, because the only thing I have would be
Yep.
sneak attack, but it's not sneak attack.
I got you.
And then for... I like how it's in separate spaces. And it doesn't give me any details. Great. Oh, no, there we go. It is on my reaction. Bonus action. Okay. For my bonus action, I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Galleon.
To me. Alright.
Yep.
I think if it's anything like Bless, you click the little thing and pull it over onto me. I don't know how it's on your spellbook or anything like that.
It's in my actions for some whatever reason. Let's see if it'll do it.
I didn't get anything, so whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, I get to choose when to use anyway, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
You can add it to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw
Got it.
in the next 10 minutes. So, and it's a die 6.
Sweet.
Okay, and that's my turn.
You want to scooch back? Did you use all your movement?
Oh, I didn't use all my movement. Yeah, I'll go back to there.
Cool.
Okay. elven lass in the blue robes next to Bear throws off her blue robes,
Crap!
her blue cloak.
I thought the blue one was up here. That's why I fucking did that before.
No, I described it to you earlier.
I thought leaning against the pillar, and I thought it was that one up there. That's okay. I'm a dummy.
I mean, you're not 100% sure that. I mean, until right now, you don't really know that she's. I mean, there could be a lot more people here with Yak. You have no idea. Although people are starting to panic now. Just a heads up. Right
Yes,
after this one goes, people are going to start hauling ass.
I understand, but it was based on my perception check that I wanted to go up to her. But anyway.
Which one were you talking about? I don't know which one you're.
Where she was located up on the stairs.
Like
basically this one.
That one right there.
You shouldn't have a blue robe on.
I'm fucking blind, man.
Oh.
Like, I thought leaning against the pillar, so I looked for one leaning against a pillar. And that one was leaning against a pillar. And then I messaged you what I did, and you said nothing. I was like, okay. Whatever.
Cool.
Cool.
Alkalite and Yak's company goes.
Of the traveler. Ooh.
And as she's going, Yak is yelling at her, "Help me, you stupid bitch! What do you think I paid you for?" As he's doing that, Bear and Grail and all of you that can see Yak, you see blood like pouring out of his mouth. He's actually coughing it up as he's yelling at her. Between the giant wound on his shoulder and the raining of blow after blow, that his eyes like starting to swell already. His shoulder looks, his whole left arm looks limp.
Hey, G, is Yak a fiend?
Yak is not a fiend.
I want to make sure.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Have you used it yet? Divine Sense.
He did not. I think he was asking for bonus damage from Smite.
Oh, Smite would have done more damage.
Yeah,
I gotcha. She is gonna attempt to. She can move as long as she stays within range of Bear. She's not provoking, right?
Correct.
Yep.
So she can move like that. Okay.
Yep.
So she moves like that, and she begins. Her eyes roll onto the back of her head, and she grasps the holy symbol at her throat, and a white yellow light envelops her right hand as she touches Yak, curing his wounds.
All right. Cure wounds.
External roller eyes all the way.
Yep. I was just
Get her, Bear, get her!
Get the one in the dress.
exactly.
Yak heals for. Well, you guys can take much of it.
Yep.
Yep.
His wounds knit together. I mean, decently. He's like rolls his shoulder a bit. Did it actually apply the healing?
It did. He went from like heavily wounded or whatever to heavy. Can't really see his health, but it verbally changed his.
It verbally changed, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And
And then
sorry guys, I'm not used to playing casters and
It's cool.
fucking at all. As a bonus action, she's going to cast.
What? Because there's not a lot you can cast.
It's
Yep.
a bonus action. It's a spell with a
Yeah.
bonus action. I just read it.
There's a lot. Cast healing word and stuff like that. Just let him say what he wants. He's gonna get really irritated if we keep questioning him.
Okay. Yep. Her second hand reaches around, and a silver glow emanates from her hand as she touches Yek with again, and he's wrapped in like a silver field of magical energy. Are you? Is it basically like? Are you supposed to get like checks on that, Pete, or is it only if you have Arcana trained that you know?
What they're casting?
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it depends on how you want to. I don't think any of us would be probably familiar with these. 'Cause we're
It's
not.
clerical spells, so I'll actually.
Oh,
give-
that I might. Yeah.
Would it be religion or? I feel like it would be religion, then, right?
Or yeah, probably religion.
Um,
Also, I mean, I don't know what you're doing, but there's a hard rule of no, you're not allowed to cast 2 spells per turn.
Yeah.
So
even as a bonus action.
correct. I couldn't cast bless and then bonus action healing word.
Hang on. Hang on.
So that's why a lot of people are like, oh, quicken spell is super good for like swords.
Yep.
I'm just gonna quicken a fireball and throw another one, and you can't do that. You'd have to be like, cantrip and then quicken a spell or something.
Yeah.
But you can can't.
Yeah, you can.
spell,
Yep,
right?
you can cast a cantrip as a bonus action if that's available, or the spell is a bonus action and still be able to use a cantrip, just not 2 spells.
Yeah.
The only from what I understand, the only way to be able to cast 2 spells in one turn is if you dip into fighter and get action surge. That will let you cast 2 spells.
Or haste, I would assume.
Haste, I think, only works on attack spells, or on attacks, not on spells. From what I've heard people say, like action surge is pretty much the only way to get 2 spells in one turn.
Okay. Nope, she doesn't cast it then. Thank
Cool.
you.
No problem. I was gonna wait till you said what it was because it could have been a cantrip, but
Nope, it was not a cantrip.
got it.
But thank you.
Yep.
And she doesn't have a bonus action cantrip that I see. So.
Cool.
She is done, I believe. She does pull out a weapon.
Yep.
Pulls out a club. Arrgh. She barely wields the club with any proficiency. Next. The bandit goes.
Zbendit.
The bandit is going to rush towards Bear to help save his
Master, basically. Or employer.
boss. His boss.
Yeah.
He's actually limping as he's moving over. He looks heavily wounded. Well, I know the thing didn't say heavy, but he looks heavily wounded. Fairly heavily wounded. And he charges you he drops his light crossbow back there, and he pulls out his scimitar as he's running at you, Bear. Attacking you with a flank.
Ooh. Oh no.
Oh.
His scimitar
This guy, yeah,
Scimitar.
double crits.
Slashes into your back, carving out some of your vitals.
That's a good crit. That's a good crit.
That's fantastic.
Hey,
Whatever,
not
dude.
rich.
Tease
That's
it.
not rich, okay?
This guy might not be like strong, but he's lucky. That's 2 attacks, 2 crits.
Right.
Yak snarls at the bandit. Plunge deeper, you fool! I paid you a whole gold piece for this.
Man, I wish I could use a reaction. You get 5 gold to turn on him.
Let's see what this worm does.
Giant metal dog, you mean?
Yeah, the giant metal dog.
What about the guards?
Oh yeah. They fucking haul ass. They run as soon as they see the large construct burst out of the ground.
Like, we don't get paid enough for this.
These people run and hide into rooms. This chick is cowering in the back corner here. This guy beat feet. Hang on, I'm just gonna move people around. They heard the ruckus and all ran and hid in here.
Guards hauling ass is better than them being on Yak's payroll.
Right.
There are still people over here. The bard is like, they're like moving away from you, but they're not sure where to run to. This guy's running up the stairs. Actually, put the bard up here too. They're running toward you guys, but they look like they're scared shitless.
Getting like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
They're all screaming, yelling. So you guys are yelling to them to get out?
Yeah.
Okay. Duly noted. The
Can't they
bronze
double
scout,
move run?
They're commoners.
Oh, okay.
The bronze scout is going to burrow into the ground.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Because he has the trait Earth Armor, he does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Nice.
And he pops up from the ground here and tears into bear, snarling in a metallic voice. You don't see any real intelligence in its eyes. Its eyes are all dark. Like lightning is. You do see lightning flickering through its eyes, and as you notice, as it gets closer to its legs, there's like lightning licking up and down its legs and throughout its body. And it attacks you without advantage because it's not flanking.
Yep. Oh,
All right.
rolled good.
Hitting you.
I like
So
that
it
one.
flashes into you with one of its legs, and the tear cuts your flesh. But what really hurts is the lightning that licks over your body as it does so, searing your skin and the hair on your big hairy arm. And it is done. Pete, how does it work? So we said potions are bonus actions, correct?
Yep, bonus action, but you still roll.
Can you do it as a standard action too?
I mean, you can do a bonus action.
I would imagine so.
Yeah.
I don't see why it wouldn't be.
So what I'm saying is, like, could you take your standard action to drink a potion and then take a normal bonus action? Like, if you have an ability that's a bonus action.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So Yak is going to. So now what happens is he shifts. And you see his what I described to you earlier. His fangs get longer.
Shifting is actually.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what he wanted to do, so he can drink a potion too.
Oh, I got it. All right.
So he shifts. His hair gets longer. What I described to you earlier. His fangs get longer. The drool comes off his fangs. His eyes narrow down. He becomes more bestial in presence. And you do see his some of his wounds kind of knit together, and like his hide gets thicker. I'm not sure how this works. I'm going to put it in under temp, because I think that's how temp hit points work. In the tracker, we haven't used them yet, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, we have not.
Yep.
And then he drinks a vial, like it looks like a dark, cloudy liquid, and he disappears.
Oh boy.
So that was owner standard, and then you can still So
Yep.
And does invisibility do you? I don't know how.
No, if you're invisible, you won't get any opportunity attacks. So
You
they
don't
can't see
provoke
you.
attacks of opportunity,
Correct.
I thought. And I'm
You
just
would-
trying to look at what takes you out of invisibility.
Anything.
it
like
depends.
attacks.
Yeah.
Any
yeah.
attack, any
Attacks,
like,
spells.
Unless it's like greater invisibility. But if it's just like a regular invisibility, then yeah, anything basically takes
Besides
you.
Moving does
moving.
not take you
No,
out.
moving does not, you're right.
You can
Yeah, you can move
move,
all you
but
want.
you can't.
Was moving through an enemy. What's the story on that?
You can move through enemies. Or you can move through allies. You can't move through enemies. So that he could move through his boys down below there, but he couldn't really get... I guess he could, depending on what the status of that crate is, he could walk up there and like get around Grail. But
He'd probably have to climb it.
yeah.
Nobody can climb like Grip.
And if he climbed it and failed or whatever and made noise, then Grill might be able to try and swing, but he'd be swinging with disadvantage because he's still invisible.
Okay. You guys can't see him, right?
Nope, we cannot.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Alien, it's your turn.
Practice up for us, Pete.
Let's see. What's the range on these? 60. I'm going to, let's do a...
The bandits, so the bandit and the alkalite in front of you both get wide-eyed as Yek disappears.
Actually,
Wait a minute.
the bandit moved. Didn't
Yeah,
He was flanked on.
correct. He was one...
Oh yeah, he's right there. Sorry, I
Okay.
didn't mean to move him.
Cool.
I think I grabbed the wrong figure.
Maybe. I'm going to step right
No, I
here.
did it. Okay.
So from here I can see them correctly, right?
You can see.
The
bandit, at
and
least.
the acolyte probably.
Yeah, you
And
can see the bandit, and I think the alkalite. You can't see the scout though.
can I see Bear?
You can. Yeah, Bear's there. He's got cover.
Cool. That's fine. I'm gonna use the healing word on Bear.
Okay. What's the range on that?
60 feet. So that should be 60. Yep.
Yep.
Pop that. Let's make sure I can see him for a 6. And that was my bonus action. So my regular action, I'm gonna blast the bandit with Eldritch Blast. But so after I cast the healing word on Bear, my right hand I used to cast it with, it starts like burning, and I'm reaching on the back of it and from the pain, and I like rip the glove off, and you can see what was like a light, glowing light start to turn and emanate like a more green energy from it, as like energy starts slowly fading from my eyes, and like I get like a twisted smile, and I say, "Now you all must die, die, die!" And I blast an Eldritch Blast at him.
Is that the bandit?
Yeah, this bandit right
Okay.
here. So I'm going to first I'm going to use my
You
What's
have
it-
the
what's it
bardic,
Yep,
You have
so-
Justice Bard thing. Too.
I have that, and I also have, what is it, Favored by the Gods, which is I get to roll 2d4 and add it to it.
Yep.
So
Is that the half elf thing?
that is the Divine Soul thing. So that's
Okay, that's all.
so that's what, a fucking 12? Is that it?
That's a 12. Hang on the bandit.
Yep.
That is 12 does hit.
It does it? Perfect.
Yeah, 12 hits.
Cool. For this is correct. For 4 damage.
The bandit cries out in pain as your fell energy wraps into him and like withers some of his flesh and burns, and he screams in agony.
And then I'll yell, "I'm not done with you yet!" as I slide behind line of sight over here.
Okay.
And end my turn.
Grail.
So I'm going to move forward, and I am going to attack the
Who are you attacking?
scout.
The bronze scout. Okay.
Yeah.
With the adamantine greatsword.
Yep.
Okay.
First I'm going.
There we go.
And I'm going to cast Divine Smite.
Yep.
Do you have to do that before you roll? It's fine for now, but
You decide to smite after you've seen what the D20 is, which is why it's
Gotcha.
more popular to be like, oh, I attack, oh, I rolled a crit. Well, now that I crit, I'm going to upcast my smite to the highest level possible to double all the dice.
So would you normally know that you hit though?
No, that's one of the things about using Fantasy Grounds. That's why I was
Okay.
asking what we wanted to do about like Bardic Inspiration, because you can
Yeah,
use
I
it
gotcha.
after you roll, but not before you know if it hits or not. So, but
So if you in the future, can you roll those in the tower then, so that way you don't know if you hit or not?
Sure.
I think that'll work. I'm not sure.
or you could just roll
Surprised I
the
missed
you could
the
just
last one, so
right.
It's fine. It's fine.
You could
It's
just
fine
roll
this
the
time.
D20 without targeting anything, so you just know what it is.
Right.
but
He
without
can do
being
it,
in the
you
tower.
can do it, and then I can tell you if you hit or not.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Just,
that works.
That way you know. Like,
Yep.
Because I didn't know if you're supposed to know that you hit, then it's fine. So, as
I
you go,
think I'll look it up. But
you can narrate if you want, Cody. If you want to narrate your attack.
I actually like when you do it because you do a way better job than I think I ever could.
Your adamantine greatsword bursts in silver and blue flame as you call to the gods of the silver flame and crash it down into the into the bronze scout construct. Your blade, when it strikes into its abdomen, you feel resistance, but then the blade just pushes right through its tough magical skin, penetrating cleanly, slashing into it, and it reacts not in pain but like a loud shrieking noise, like as if a machine was damaged.
Horizon Zero Dawn over here.
Where is Anna?
Just so you know, Grail, with your blade sinking deep into it, the electrical energy, you see it start to pulse all throughout its body, and its eyes just crackle with lightning. and it's thrashing around, and lightning is surging all around it.
I have no idea what to do with that information.
Do with it as you will.
Can I do anything else past the turn?
Keep forgetting.
Bear, you also saw that too, obviously.
Oh,
Anybody who could see it.
okay.
Everybody can hear it. It's a loud shrieking sound.
Got it. Just because I looked it up, it's the trigger for using smite is when you hit a creature with attack, so you can't burn it on a miss.
Okay. I thought it was something like that.
Yeah.
As I'm doing my whatever I'm doing here, I'm gonna yell out to cover the door.
Cover the what?
Cover the door so
Oh, okay.
you can't escape.
I didn't hear it. So.
Ooh. Swing and a miss on the bandit, but I am gonna follow up with an unarmed strike. In fact, I'm gonna burn my other key points. Use flurry of blows.
Quick question. If you flurry, which is 2 attacks, right?
Unarmed attacks, yes.
If it falls on the first one, can you target a second creature with the second one?
Wait,
From what I understand, yes. I'm not sure if you can move in the middle of it, but
I haven't read anything like it doesn't specifically say anything.
for like normal attacks, if
I
you have
would
extra
assume
attacks,
that
you
it
can
goes
move.
under
But
under the normal attack rules, where you would be able to break all of that up. However,
Yeah,
like
you can.
move attack,
yeah,
move bonus attack, move if you want to.
Yeah, but the bonus attack is a flurry of blows, which is 2 attacks. So I don't know if you can
Yes,
split movement
yes,
in
you
those.
can. The only.
The description literally says immediately after you take the attack action on your turn, you can spend 1 key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So
Right.
that's the only guidance that's
yeah,
there in the player thing.
Yeah, I'll worry about it later.
So
I'm not worried about it
Your
right now.
call. Your call.
I'm not worried about it right now. But for right now, I say you can split it up.
Yeah.
I was asking because I figured you could split the attacks. I don't know if you could move in between all of them, but I'm fine
yeah.
with it.
Judging from how that's worded, I'm not sure if you can move, but you should be able
Monks
to
are
split.
supposed to like be fucking quick on their feet and dash all over the place. So
Yep.
the way I kind of see it is like fucking
Ah.
7 arms.
Drop them.
What is it? What's this? The 7 strike thing from Diablo when the monk fucking dashes all over the place. You know what I'm
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, so Bear, with frustration of getting shanked in the back, spins around with his staff, but the blow is way off base. It just whistles over the bandit's head, but he follows up with an unarmed strike that just puts him down. And this is not saying that in the I didn't pull my blows sense. He's on the ground dying, and I follow up with a second strike on the acolyte. Which, bust up her nose and jar. She give her a good jarring hit.
So the bandit that was teetering on his feet crumples to the ground in a heap, and the woman with the club, you crack her jaw and you feel her head snap back, and she shakes her head, barely standing conscious.
I'm passing my turn.
Bear just also okay. Just so you're aware, you did also see the construct thrashing around and lightning crackling all around it.
All right. I kind of feel like it's gonna blow up. I also don't want to move.
Okay.
At the moment.
Um. Shoot. So 5, 10, 15. Not gonna be able to get to the frickin' door. Shoot. Just move one more forward. And I'm going to, with my bow, aim at the Acolyte of the Traveler with
Not with advantage, but you will get sneak attack.
I will get sneak attack, not advantage. Yeah, I was like, wait, no, that's not right.
Yep. She's in melee with Bear and Grell, so yeah.
Yep. So,
Nice.
Yep.
and then plus
Got it.
For cinematic effect, as you raise your short bow and fire it, your arrow singing through the air at the Acolyte of the Traveler. She begins casting a spell where silver light starts to wrap around her body, the spell that she was going to use before.
Yep.
And before she can finish casting, your arrow sinks deep into her throat, crushing her windpipe, and she slumps to the ground.
No. We won't have you be doing that now.
The magic fading from her body as her eyes roll limp from the back of her head. And everybody give me perception checks.
Okay. In the tower?
No, you just roll.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Czar and Bear, everybody hears, you hear a snarling, fuck. And Czar and Bear, you hear it coming from somewhere along the western side of the platform.
The platform, so
The platform is where you're on now, the area that you're in now.
Oh, okay.
The eastern side would be down where Bear and everybody is, the western side is the opposite.
You said the western side of what?
The western side of the room that we're in, the
The
platform.
right opposite of you, basically, Grail.
Gotcha.
Actually, well, you didn't hear the direction. So Grail and Galleon, you heard it, but you couldn't pinpoint where it was. Czar and Bear heard it coming from somewhere along the western side of the platform.
Sweet. Are you done?
Yeah,
You
sorry.
can all hear the sound of a and loud cracklings of almost like a thunderous sound as it sounds like the lightning rail is coming closer to the building.
Also, before I pass my turn, as my bonus action, I'm going to give a inspiration die to Bear.
Okay.
And that's my turn. And she did.
Acolyte of the Traveler is no more. Bandit is no more. Bronze Scout. Burrows into the ground and pops up over here. So it crashes into the stone platform, coming up on the other side of the pillar. It's thrashing around, its whole body like just electricity is sparking everywhere as it innately uses lightning flare. Everybody within 20 feet of the lightning of it that is touching the ground, please make a a dexterity saving throw.
It's good stuff.
Did you get a 26? Holy shit.
You crit on it, so.
Yeah.
Grail, that is also you, my friend.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you
Dex saving
roll
throw.
straight Dex?
Dex saving
Dex
throw. It'll be
saving,
on the
so
right
on the
side
right
of your
side.
main thing where it says saves.
Gotcha.
Oof.
Oh. He's a
He's
freaking lightning rod.
persuasive, not dexterous.
It's true.
Do you round damage up or down in D&D? I can't remember.
Down.
Down, right?
Yeah, pretty sure
Yeah.
it's down.
Everything is
Yep.
down. If it's like you're splitting in half.
Yeah. There's very few things that round up.
Is there stuff that rounds up?
As the yeah, it doesn't matter on it. So lightning surges all around you. For flavor, Galleon, it's not on you, but you see lightning spark up all over the ground and wrap up the stairs, almost close to you and around the pillars near you.
Oof.
Zarius and Bear, lightning just courses through the stone floors and sinks into your bodies, but you're able to like Bear like leaps onto the pillar and holds on, like digging into it and using his strength to hold himself on. Zar, you tumble backwards onto the stairs, avoiding some of the damage. Grail, being a big, slow warforged made of metal, you absorb the full blast of the lightning that courses through you. Bear and Bear and Zaris, you take 6 damage.
Okay.
Grail, you take 13 points of damage.
Oof.
Can you apply that? I don't think I can.
I can
just...
apply it. Yep, I can
Okay.
absolutely apply it.
Oh, that's close, Cody. That's close.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
That's
God.
close. Whew.
Thank God I used that potion. Good lord.
Mm-hmm.
And it is done. Actually, it reburrows.
Oh man,
God damn
It
it.
didn't use all its movement. It reburrows into the ground.
it's gonna be
And
pr-
moves, wait,
rough to kill that
Let me
then.
make sure what its movement is. Let me double check. Yep. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Actually, let me redo that. I'm gonna make it invisible. So I should in the first place. Fuck that. 5, 6. So it's not visible. Like it's not visible, but you do see chunks of the ground like moving as it's burrowing through the ground.
Ah,
Thank you, sorry.
shit.
Sweet. Me? Is it me?
Sorry. Yes, my friend. It is not you.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's invisible, dude.
Yep. Bear, Grail, and Zar all give me perception checks. Zaris, very close to you, east of you, you hear something muttering and snarling under its breath, cussing and swearing, almost like it has Tourette's.
Can I yell something out?
You can absolutely talk freely. It's
Yeah.
just east of you.
East of me, so
You can't pinpoint exactly. It's just to your left. Well, if you're facing south, it's to your left.
yeah. Okay. Gallion, he's going towards the door.
All right.
And now it is your turn, Gallion.
Okie dokie. Well then, let's see.
Any area effect spells?
Nope.
Well, shit.
I do not.
I'm gonna give you a minute to think because I have to piss so bad. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Actually, I do too. So.
So you're gonna cast sleep next turn? I muted myself.
Okay. Yes, I am. Right in that. Is it 20 feet?
Now I unmuted myself.
Here, I think it might be a good idea for us to run towards the door.
That's kind of where I was headed.
Yeah. On the bright side,
Cover the, when the train gets here.
yeah, if we block off going down, Zaris moves over a little bit, and Galleon moves down, we should be able to, like, censor that area.
All right, I'm back.
Okie dokie.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to step right here, and then I'm going to ready an Eldritch Blast to blast the first thing that shows up into my sight, whether it be the Bronze Scout or Yek the Grin.
Okay. In sight, or will you blast it at a sound either?
I'm gonna go
So-
with.
Mechanics-wise, I'll tell you what that means. Sight obviously works normally, but if you do it at a sound, like at a general direction of a sound, I'll basically make you an opposed perception check versus a stealth check.
I'm not very good at perception.
And if you succeed, you don't use your spell unless you succeed. If you succeed, then you get a 50% mischance. Not based on your roll. Like a 50% mischance, then you roll if it's a ranged attack.
I'm just gonna do that at sight.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. It is Grail's turn.
Alright, I am going to use my bonus action to use Lay on Hands for all 10.
I'm
Okay.
pretty sure Lay on Hands is a full action.
Is it a full action?
Does it say?
Look, fairly positive it is.
Yeah, I think it is too. Because mine is technically a lay on hands and it uses an action.
Yeah, as an action, you
Yeah.
can do it.
Okay.
It's as an action, so you can do it. It's basically your attack.
Yeah.
You can still move.
But you don't have anything else to attack
Okay.
right now anyways. You can say, yeah, you can still move.
Yeah, there's nothing to attack technically.
Cool. So you heal for 10.
First I'm gonna move, and then I'm gonna heal.
Cool.
How does it work?
How does what work?
So Grail, give me another perception check.
How does what work lay on hands?
No.
Meg.
Kidding.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Grail, as you move over there, you feel like you just brushed past something. It tried to duck away from you, but you definitely moved past something invisible. Like you felt it on your body. Yeah, and then you're done?
That should be it.
Did you add the healing? You did add the healing. Okay, beautiful.
Yeah. I'm gonna go into character for just. Sorry, I can't talk about it.
Yak, where is Anna?
What did you say?
Said, Yak, where is Anna?
Where's Anna?
Nothing. You don't hear anything. You do hear some sounds of somebody swearing under their breath and panting heavily. In fact, yeah, you all get. Give me all perception checks again, except for Bear, because the pillar's in the way.
Come on, baby. Big money, big money. Oh, there it is.
Oh no!
Let's get that out of the way. I don't see shit.
Zaris, right in front of Grail.
Right in front, like
directly south of him, like southwest of him, next to the crate. You see a pool of blood, like blood pooling on the ground, like just appearing there. There's no way that's visible.
Alright, it's a shame I rolled a 1. That might have been enough to trigger my blast. I don't see shit.
bardic inspiration.
Zaris just barely made the check.
Yep.
Whose turn is it?
Bear.
Mine. No.
That's it.
And you said I can yell out things.
Oh, it'd be funny if you rolled up there and bumped into somebody on the way.
So mechanically, Matt, you can move to a spot where you think something is, and you can ready your action like Pete did to attack if something becomes visible. That's all I'll tell you for now, is that you could do that. There's other things you could do too, but it depends on what you do. So I'll let you know if you do what I think you might do.
So, actually, what I was thinking about.
Okay.
I was actually thinking about this before Zara saw a pool of blood, which I haven't seen. Would it be moving, like... Would it be moving just top speed for the door? Because we know that he's going to the...
Well, yeah, and I yelled it out too.
She heard it to the east, right?
Yeah, and I yelled it out.
Going to the north, so I'm going just full bore right down this little corridor.
Okay. Stop right there. So as soon as you get around the corner, give me a perception check, because that's what I was waiting for to see if you were going to do. I didn't know if you were going to go around the corner or not. You easily, not only do you can actually see footprints in the blood, like you see a large pool of blood there, and footprints in it.
Like right there?
Yeah,
Yes.
right there.
You can, yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna move up here and I'm gonna make an attack at that location.
So what I'll do in this case is, give me a
As rules is written, is just disadvantage because you can't see them.
It's
But whatever you wanna do.
disadvantage for
Yeah.
For attacking, if you're attacking something and you can't see it,
But
get
you know it's
disadvantage on
there.
it. Yeah.
Or you
ability? Oh,
or
no,
yeah.
neat. That's
Yeah.
awesome. I didn't know there was a rule for it.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that a hit?
Um,
You do have bardic inspiration. Don't
Oh
forget.
yeah, because he couldn't drop it on the
Which-
figure.
Which is what?
They
D6.
rolled it. They rolled the d4.
That was from Bless.
That's from Bless. He
Oh,
can
that's from
add.
Bless. Okay.
He can add my bardic inspiration.
Yep. So we know a 14 hits.
What can bardic inspiration be used in?
An attack roll, a saving throw, or an ability check.
Yeah, can be used on
Then
lots of
we'll
stuff.
use it there too.
Yep.
Just don't roll a 1.
Oh, 14 hits. We don't know about 13 though.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm checking it
I was about to say anything but a 1.
13. You wield your quarterstaff around, and you feel your quarterstaff crack into flesh and bone, and a howl comes out. Roll your damage.
Okay.
So 5 damage.
I don't know the rules for invisibility. Is taking damage pull you out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I think it's only if you do something.
It's only if you do something.
By the way, I am gonna
Was it-
follow up with bonus
Yep.
action.
The spell ends for a target that attacks or casts a
Yep.
spell.
Yep. That's what I thought. I didn't think it
Yeah.
was damage, but
Hang on, let me do the damage real quick, Mr. Dude.
Jesus, 28 to hit.
I know. That's a good
It's
lord.
that dude. It's that fucking bless.
Right?
Yes.
Hang on. Where is he?
He's technically
So you did
attacking with
5 damage
disadvantage,
on
but I'm
him,
not
right?
gonna say anything.
You didn't roll at disadvantage though.
Your second attack easily hits. Wait, you have disadvantage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he didn't roll at disadvantage.
Yeah, he's still
so
invisible.
What I'll do then is because you didn't roll disadvantage the first time.
He
Yeah,
did.
he
Yes,
did.
it did.
Yep.
Yeah, he did. It
It
shows
shows
red.
right there that it dropped. Second
Oh,
time
it
he did
doesn't,
though.
doesn't.
It shows it though. It shows it in red.
Yeah,
like-
it's funny because his disadvantage was his other roll was a 6. It says drop 6
See,
for
it
disadvantage.
says disadvantage drops.
Oh, drop 6. Okay, I see.
So he rolled a 5 and a 6.
I'll roll a second. I'll roll again. And
Yep.
Take the lowest.
Make sure you get your D4.
Well, I think it automatically adds it.
It did not add the D4, but it's gonna hit no matter what. Even at a 1, that's a 13, and that's what it. Well, if
No.
oh, I'm sorry, it did
No.
add the D4. I thought
It
it
did have
didn't.
the D4, yeah.
I didn't.
D4, but I don't have bardic inspiration here. So
Yep,
this is a
yep. That's probably a
This
miss
is
then.
12. You're 12. So your first quarterstaff crunches into flesh and bone, and then your follow-up attack.
Normally,
is in
when
the
he
air.
throws the D20, you see it roll in here, and
Yeah.
I only
yeah,
saw the
fucker.
D20 roll and not the D4, so that's why I just immediately thought it didn't go.
All right, Zaris.
You heard loud panting and
I drop my short bow and pull out my rapiers. Like, fold my arms over and pull out both of them. Shink. Oh, yuck. Poor yuck.
as you're moving up with your blades, you hear Yuck. Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend it. You hear Yuck breathing deep. Ah. You smell so familiar, brother.
What?
Go ahead with your attack.
Who the fuck are you talking to?
I look at Zaris and I'm like, you hiding something down there?
No! There's like gets this really confused look on her face before she's like, I think you need your eyes checked, love. And frickin' swings. Oh, the combat tracker is not what I need. Abilities.
And you can just click the disadvantage on the bottom left.
Yeah, I'm good.
Did you not have extra movement?
What?
Did you not have full movement?
No,
to
she-
get next
yeah.
trail?
Yeah, you should. If you stand in front of him, where's he gonna go? I mean,
Because I
guess
can attack on an angle.
you
So
can.
if you attack, but you attack on the pillar, you normally have concealment, or cover, not concealment. But okay,
Oh, sorry. Whatever.
You would get flanking, as what I'm saying. You would
Yeah.
cancel out your disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. So.
And attacking melee around a pillar like that would provide cover to the target.
Gotcha.
So we get an arm. I think an arm.
Sorry, I actually meant to move all the way over.
Yeah, +2 for half cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be half cover.
What was it?
Get him.
Abilities. No. Actions. Okay. Scroll up. Rapier. Yes. Oh, I almost did not roll it with disadvantage.
You don't have disadvantage now.
Oh, I don't have disadvantage.
Because
yeah,
now you're
that's just
technically
straight roll.
flanking
That's
him.
right. That's right.
Ooh. And that's going to be a sneak attack hit, too.
That's a sneak attack hit.
Basically.
Did you get that worked? Or does?
I just have to click a thing after I do my regular damage.
And okay. So 14 damage.
So 14 damage.
Jesus.
As I just, like, kind of spin my mithril rapier and then, basically thrust forward straight.
So you feel your rapier slide into flesh solidly, and you hear a yelp. Okay.
Offhand attack?
Ooh. Yeah, offhanded attack.
If you get it, yeah.
Yeah.
She does.
You're swinging at the air. You don't know if he's up or down at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, seeing my first one hit, I take my silvered rapier and come in to cross over it, kind of like on an angle.
Okay.
Just a d20.
Yeah.
There you go. That bless.
That bless though.
Roll your damage.
Pull +4 too.
So the offhand doesn't get mod bonus.
Oh, okay.
Just
So it's
attack
one.
Yep, it's no sneak attack. So it's just a straight D8 and no
D8.
bonus up to that.
So
So you could just roll a regular D8 at that point. 2.
Where is it? So as your Sylvia rapier slides into flesh and bone, you see a hulking shifter appear, magically shimmer before you and appear. His eyes wide and yellowed. Blood is pouring from all his wounds, and he's coming down with a short sword and fangs at you, like he's about to tear into your throat and stab you. But your silvered rapier is sticking right through his side, right through his abdomen, along the side.
and I push a little deeper.
Right before his fangs and his short sword are about to penetrate into you, the short sword clatters to the ground, and his eyes roll back into his head as he slumps to the ground, your blade sticking into him.
Got him.
Rip the rapiers back.
Yeah. As he drops to the ground, I'm like, don't forget our friend on the ground.
Okay. And I think. I think one more bardic inspiration.
I'll say, after that, I'll say, don't cluster.
I'm going to look over at Grail and as my bonus action, I'm giving him. I kind of like tap him on the shoulder, and I give him a little bardic inspiration as well.
Oh, I didn't know you were +3 at charisma.
I'm +3.
There's the third one. I thought you were only rocking 2.
Yeah. And
Braille, you feel inspired.
basically, like my hand glows a little bit as I like kind of pat him on the shoulder, I've seen Galleon do.
Normally, it's like singing.
Are you singing?
Yeah,
I was just gonna say.
it's playing music or song because bardic inspiration is people within 60 feet that can hear you. They don't even have to see you, or you be able to see them.
Describe your bardic inspiration for us, please. I don't know if you're singing or if you've got like a little like flute you're playing or what you're doing. You don't actually have to sing. I'm just saying. I want to know what Zara is doing to inspire.
Hearing Galleon. What did you say exactly?
I said, don't forget about a little friend on the ground, and don't cluster.
And I turn to Grail, and I reach out with my hand, just because he's right next to me.
Right.
And I pat him on the shoulder, and I say, "Don't forget our friend underground." Tap.
All right.
Really
There we go.
very inspired.
Very inspired.
I love
Won't
that.
forget.
All right. Is that the end of your turn,
Sometimes when I
Zara?
hear my voice
Yep.
change, I'm actually using voice modification software to
That's the
add
end
a
of my
voice
turn.
for my character.
Yeah, I love it. And I didn't think you were making that voice when you were.
Oh, that would be very impressive.
Grail, very impressive.
Dead.
Really very impressive.
Bronze Scout. You can't see it right now, right?
It's
Or
we can.
I
You left it
decided-
there
I
to see,
decided
but
you could see it because it's like
because of the rubble.
shifting the ground around it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It burrows around here and it busts through the ground.
Triggering my attack.
Triggering your attack, sir. What is your attack, by the way?
Eldritch Blast. That was what I prepared.
So it's a ranged attack.
Yep. So that will be disadvantage. Oops. I'm sorry. Well, there you go. Well, technically, he's okay.
No.
Yeah, he's flanked, but it's a ranged attack, so it doesn't matter. But let's just roll another one because that was an accident.
He's not actually flanked. But...
Well,
He's
yeah.
not flanked, no.
So the 5 is what we're going with. But let's use my bardic inspiration to try and see if I can hit with that 10. Hi, why didn't you roll? There we go. A 3, so a 13.
Armor class 13.
Got him! Alright.
You're
is there a s-
welcome.
Hang on. Is there a saving throw associated with that?
There is not. It's the ranged
Okay.
attack roll. Normally it's either you make a ranged attack roll or a saving throw.
So your magic wraps around it, and for a moment you feel you can actually feel like as you're going to like you're blasting it, the magical energy strikes upon its bronze, thick metallic scaling, and it almost looks like it's about to resist the spell, but then it penetrates through.
And go. Bam! 8 damage, baby!
The bronze construct, the scout, its electricity thrashes around, its arms and legs thrash around, electricity bursts out, and then all of a sudden it goes, and it just collapses on itself like when an insect curls up and slumps to the floor, crashes to the floor, I should say.
Whew!
For the record, it was about to eat Czar. Like, it was rearing up. It was rearing up on its all its kind of like on its many back legs, and it was coming down on it.
So what I was planning on, I was like, if he can move, attack, and then burrow again, I got it ready in action to get this guy.
That was exactly what you needed to do. For all intents and purposes, you guys are out of initiative. I will, as you roleplay, I will start doing make like death saving throws for anybody that I feel that it's necessary for. But you guys don't have to say an initiative at this point.
I glance around at the boys.
Can I kill Zyek?
My intent is to stabilize Yuck, and we're taking him with us. To hurt him.
I'm sitting there like with my hands all like covered in energy. I'm like, can we at least steal his stuff?
I was gonna say, can I loot the body first?
Grill has a question.
We can steal his stuff. In fact, I was actually planning on breaking both his arms.
Oh.
I
well,
like it.
Hold on a second. Don't break his arms before you stabilize him.
You do notice when he slumps to the ground, as you're looking at him, he is in a massive pool of blood, and his chest is slowly rising, but very, very slowly, and it looks like his breathing is becoming more shallow.
Can you
and it's
stabilize
starting
him?
to fade.
I can feel.
His fangs have shrunk. His fur, it's not as long and shaggy as it was, and the more bestial presence that he had is faded.
I want to stabilize him.
I was gonna say. I was gonna look to Bird and say, "Can you stabilize him without healing him?"
Yeah, you can. I mean, if you have like a healer's kit, although you have to roll otherwise, but
Like we did with the half.
yeah, I'm gonna look and be like, if you want to stabilize him, do it yourself. I'm gonna walk over to the bandit to get his stuff because I'm not casting Spirit of the Dying on him.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to loot Yek's body.
So Bear is stabilizing. You bandaging his wounds.
Yep, or stabilizing him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. You're very proficient at it. You easily bandage the many wounds on his, like, honestly, it already looks like his left arm is broken. It's like his collarbone is shattered from Braille's giant adamantium greatsword. As you're looking at him, his ribs are broken. One of his fangs is broken. He has a large puncture wound in his abdomen from the side, like coming in from the side, in between his ribs, where Zar's silvered rapier penetrated through him. It's actually the attack that brought him to the ground.
We haven't talked about this much, but Bear's got a bunch of just equipment with him, like portals and kits and let's see what else. He's got a number of different things with him.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, I've basically kept, like, I've got this, like, almost like a sash type thing that goes over one shoulder and kind of around the opposing waist and back up around, so it's, you kind of picture what I'm getting at here.
Like a large, like a large sash, like a rucksack, or
Just it's a large sash that's kind of where he's got his stuff strapped in.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
We've got all this stuff, and
I get what you're saying.
we never really discussed that we're leaving this at the hotel. Are we taking it with us, etc. Right?
I get what you're saying.
Okay. I do have listed in here, and you can nix this if you want, but I've got 50 feet of rope listed in here that, in my mind, is kind of just wrapped around in the same angle as the sash. It's just kind of part of the.
Like it's tied
Yep.
up like.
Yep, just like the same rope that I had when we were tying people up
yeah,
to the bar.
bound around me.
Well,
Okay,
who
so
tied
you have
up
it
the
literally
halflings?
tied around you like a toga, like.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Okay, I used that on all the halflings.
So
What?
I used my rope on the
I
halflings.
care,
Yes,
but
you don't have any
Yeah,
rope.
it's not gone now, but I had it with me. It's carrying it around.
I want
Yeah.
to use that rope and bind this guy up. And,
Okay, are you actually breaking his arms? Just so you're aware, if you try to break bones when he's in this state, you may very well kill him. You're a healer, you know this. He's already in pretty bad shape, by the way. I'm just letting you know. If you try to do further harm to him, you'll likely kill him.
And Grail needs him alive. He would be very, very, very upset if Yak died right now. Like,
and that's
like,
fine. We'll,
okay.
I'll leave off. I just didn't want him.
He's already got many broken.
Any
Like,
chance.
yeah.
I don't know. He ain't going nowhere right now.
Just
That's what I
tie him
was
up real
describing to you.
good.
That's what I was describing to you. Basically, his ribs are broken. His shoulder blade is broken. His tooth is broke. Like he's fucked up, dude. He's gonna be unconscious for a while.
Well, I'm gonna bind him up. And we're gonna take him with. Us.
Sweet. After we loot these guys.
I rolled an 18 for investigation on the
I saw
ex-body.
that. I saw that. I'll get to you on that in a moment.
Cool.
Roll your investigation check. On Zabati.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, you're checking the other guy, right?
Yep, I'm
Yeah,
checking
that's
the guy. I can roll an investigation
I'm
check
gonna
on him.
check the scout.
You're checking. The
Oh man, look at that!
He wants to check the worm thing.
No, my brother! He's like, hey, is that my brother? Is that who you meant? Some pretty decent investigation rolls. Bardic inspirations are pretty handy. Stacking that on top. There's so many times I roll the 3. I'm like, bless, favored by the gods. So how many things can I throw at this to fix my fucking shitty roll? Every time it still a hit, just barely.
Yeah.
So it's close. I can only imagine how bad that would have gone if we didn't have Bardic Inspirations and Blast help with all the bad rolls.
Part of the game.
I know. Oh, we did.
Part of the game.
That's why I was like, I had other plans to start this combat out, but I think I'm going to start with the Blast this time.
I had way different plans too, and then everything changed every round. I'm like, well, okay, well, all right, not doing that.
Yep. I mean, yeah, this is the game.
Between the Acolyte of the Traveler and the other than their weapons, so you find a club, Cody, on the Acolyte of the Traveler. You do see a component pouch.
He's looking at the scout.
Oh, he's looking at the scout. My bad.
Yeah.
The scout doesn't have anything on it, Cody, that you can find other than its body.
Yeah, I'm doing the Bandit, and then I was going to do the Acolyte afterwards, but...
So I'll do the Bandit and the Acolyte. So basically, between the two of them, you find about 20 silver pieces. And then the Bandit has a scimitar and a light crossbow. Well, the crossbow's planked around on the ground.
Yeah, he dropped it.
It's over by the other pillar.
Yep. And then the Acolyte of the Traveler had a component pouch with a small silvered mirror in it that may be worth something.
Ooh, I want the mirror. I don't see
And
it
a
obviously.
club.
Awesome.
On Yak the Grin,
Do you want the component pouch?
Czar,
You technically need it to cast
you
spells.
find. Are you doing this stealthily?
What?
Are you trying to find stuff without us seeing
are you
it?
openly searching him?
I'm across from Bear. But I like
You can
to
still
search
sleight of
bodies,
hand check if you find
not
some shit.
I'm pulling things out.
Let me put it this way, since I kind of said it out loud, it would ruin it anyway. If
Right.
you ever want to search someone, anybody, this counts for anybody, if you ever want to search someone privately,
Yeah.
you need to let me know as a whisper, okay?
Got
Just
it.
Tell me that I have a whisper.
Okay.
I'm searching privately.
You don't gotta be private about
I
that.
heard that as I'm searching private. That's exactly what I heard.
It's all the same.
I mean, maybe she would.
I mean, maybe search her privates.
That was absolute bear. That said that.
Well, she might be the brother. I don't know.
Czar, you find a gold. You find a pouch with around 70 gold in it.
Ooh, big money.
3 rubies.
Ooh, rubies. Those are real nice to keep.
And then you also notice that Yek is wearing a, he's got a leather, rawhide cord around his neck loosely with a insignia that looks like a furry paw with extended claws. It looks very nice.
Take that.
Very nice.
You can almost feel, as you touch it, you almost feel, you feel warmer. Your body, like, it gets wrapped in warmth, and you kind of feel your hands, like, tense for a moment.
Detect magic.
What
I
you say
have-
detect magic.
I have a spell that says detect magic, and I can just
Oh,
cast
okay.
it.
Yep, that's.
Well,
Well,
I can also cast it as a ritual spell, so I can take 10 minutes to look at it. Or, I can take 10 minutes to cast detect magic as a ritual spell and not burn one of my spell slots, and just.
I'm gonna look at you with like throwing up and down the component pouch I found. I'm like, do you need one of these? Because you didn't start with one as a rogue.
But I do have one.
That's weird. All right.
Yeah.
Did we find one before?
It doesn't matter. It's only a verbal. No, it is verbal somatic.
Okay.
No material component.
Cool.
Yeah, there's no material. The only thing that I want is eventually a pearl to do identify.
I don't know the school of magic, so I'm sorry. But you do. You sense a aura of magic around the necklace.
Cool.
You also sense a large aura of magic around the construct, though it seems like inert. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's there. The whole body is glowing.
Yeah.
I look at Grail. Does Grail glow too?
He does actually shimmer a little bit.
Oh yeah, I figured. And it lasts for 10 minutes, so it's just like,
It's a weird aura. It's not quite the same.
yeah.
Why am I shiny?
It's almost like magic, but it's faded, long since faded.
Gotcha. You're shining because I cast detect magic.
Okay.
So that's what you guys find.
Grill is
weapons.
very magic.
Weapons.
Where is he?
You said 13 gold, right?
Hang on. What? I said 17 gold.
17 gold.
I
And
say,
yeah.
I say to the group, Bear is curious. Does anyone think that we could get any money for the giant metal dog?
And I'm gonna walk over to it and look at it. Like, they don't construct new war forges. I'm not sure what we would use this for.
And with my eyes slightly glowing a bit from the detect magic, I'm just like, well, he is magical, obviously, but I don't know if... Would I know if there's like a scrapyard or some type of thing that would take something like this in the city?
Did you see that, Whisper?
I did.
Okay.
Oh,
I'll get back to you on that.
okay.
You also find a short sword and a hand crossbow on Yek, but they do not appear magical.
Shiny dog is not a warforged. Silly.
He's a big moving robot.
While I have it up, I'm just going to walk over to the two other bodies and kind of glance at them. Do they have any, do I see any magical...
You do not.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
Zars, was there any? You were the one that searched Yak, right?
Pete, I forgot to tell you there are on the acolyte, Pete.
Mm-hmm.
There is 2 vials of red liquid.
Ooh.
Oh, on... Sorry.
Indication as to did we find any information on Yak?
No, he
Did we
has...
find
He,
a dagger?
That's true. We
I
did
didn't.
not use that.
Can I take more time to rummage through his body? Or, I mean, someone else could try it, I don't know.
Well, we are taking his body with us.
You looked him over pretty well. You know, you didn't find any dagger on him.
No. He had a sword.
Did you check his butt?
No. Graham, that's gross.
Why
give me-
not?
Give me
He-
perception checks. Guys.
He's a thief. He could have keistered it.
So about in the time that you're searching and everything like that, about 20 to 25 minutes has passed. The fucking place is emptied out. Like everybody's left.
Perhaps we should take a look in the crate that he was hiding in too, just to be sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down with checking out the crate.
Okay.
He was hiding in the one.
Who gave me perception checks? Sorry.
I did.
Everyone did.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, everybody
think-
but Grail. You hear
Yeah.
the sound of. I can close the map out at this point, guys. We're not in the middle of
Cool.
anything.
Okay.
You hear the loud sound of armor and footprint and feet hitting the ground as it sounds like maybe a dozen or more people are approaching. Armored people are approaching.
Oh boy.
Shut. If we don't have the dagger,
But we have more things linking Yak to the murder than just the dagger. But that would be the most helpful piece of evidence.
Coming down the pathway with there's like at least two people in the front carrying torches. You see two armored figures coming down in like chainmail, and then behind them is a group of what look to be like Sharn Watch, and in the center is a gruff-looking old middle-aged dwarf.
oh boy,
Oh,
it's our
boy.
friends.
Sergeant Imos. So nice to see you again.
The humans that are with him can't really quite see you guys, even though there's ever bright lanterns, but he easily sees you, and you see him kind of snort. You see he stops for a minute and hold one nostril shut and snorts out a big wad of
Snot rocket.
snot.
Aw.
on the ground, and then starts walking toward you, rubbing his hands together.
Start walking forward with my arms out, hands kind of down at the waist, palms facing out, but arms kind of extended out with a big grin on my face. Sergeant Imus, good to see you again, friend.
Bear, Galleon, the Warforged, and Zars, I think is the woman's name. Good to see you, I think.
Good to see you as well.
As he's approaching,
They slow down, the guards kind of wrap around him near the entrance, and he's walking toward you.
as he approaches,
some of them
I'm
out
like
there-
hiding my put my glove back on to hide any from prying eyes.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I make sure
because
that
your
everything's
hand is,
put away.
withered.
Well, because my hand on the back of my
He
hand
took his
going onto
glove
my
off.
wrist, that's where like the experimented dragon mark is located.
Okay, right, I got you. Yep.
And,
Give me a deception check, or stealth
Sleight
check.
of hand.
Sorry, stealth.
Can do.
Sleight of hand will do it.
Sleight of hand. Good, I'm proficient in that.
As he's, like, I'm glancing over at Galleon and I
Oh, I'm
whisper
not
to make
proficient
sure
in that. I chose
to
something else.
make sure to put anything away that you found that you don't want taken.
Yeah. Those were all put away, but
My stuff's taken away, stuff, and I cross my arms and I'm stepping up next to Galleon, kind of like waiting for the group of boys.
So all the guards, they all have their hands resting on, like a couple of them in the middle have large pikes that they have in their hands. Most of them have their weapons, their hands resting on the pommels of their swords with their shields on their left hands. Amos walks up to you. So what happened here?
Who did he walk up to?
He's
Walk up
walking
to all of
like,
us.
Up to the group of you guys.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like big in the front, and
I
not like we're not in like a layout or anything.
When it-
Are we like just outside the door right now, or are we inside now? Or what?
You guys are inside. He's walking toward you. Like the whole group is kind of wrapped around that doorway, and he's walking inside, like around, kind of looking around.
Yeah,
at
I
what's
feel
going
like we're on a U shape, Grail, me, and Galleon, and then you're kind of like in the middle in front of us.
I walk up to Imus and put my hand on his upper back and kind of like escort him into the lobby area there where we were at, the area where the fight happened.
right, the platform.
He stops. He's okay. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hey, friend Imus, we found your killer.
He stiffens for a second. Get your hand off of me.
Very
He's a proud looking
See?
dwarf.
Yeah, he probably felt like belittled since you're so tall.
He actually is looking at you, kind of like.
Yeah, you are
Like a
6'8".
dwarf would look at
Like-
he's a dwarf looking at a really tall guy that, you know, like, he's gonna, like, basically stand toe-to-toe with you, even though that's not even remotely possible, you know what I'm saying? That's his demeanor right now.
This is that
Napoleon
Right
complex.
here.
Napoleon complex.
He,
Yeah.
he walks over, so where is Yek in the blood? Like, is he laying in the pool, like,
No,
the
I would
fucking
have-
1-inch pool of blood, or is
Yeah,
he...
after.
Found him up and we were gonna take him with us. Basically, we probably got him prepped
like, pinned up against the crates or something like that, or...
Against the
boxes?
pillar on the opposite side. So,
Okay.
like, where I. Yeah, so, like,
So
out
he's-
of the blood.
He's laying down on the floor, like, bound and gagged, or just bound?
Just bound. And then obviously
Um,
wrapped up because Bear stabilized him.
Imos looks around. Now what exactly happened here? You're gonna have to give me a bit more than...
Well, we got word that the killer was trying to make an escape from the city here. We showed up to investigate. Our friend Grail over here, I point to Grail, was kind of investigating very loudly over here by these boxes when they jumped out at us and started attacking us.
I think he
Walks
means
over to the giant construct and starts looking it over, like, pulling at pieces of its legs, and looks back over his shoulder wide-eyed at all of you. You fought this off, is what you're telling me.
That and other things that wanted us dead. That's one of them.
Dinner.
besides the 2 hands that he hired,
And she, like, points at the bodies across the room.
Shite. I didn't think I was gonna have this much fucking paperwork tonight. You tore apart the Orient Station here. He's looking around.
it was, to be fair, it was the construct that was burrowing underneath the ground that tore apart the floor.
We were just
He's looking
investigating.
at all the fucking holes in the ground. Like,
Yeah,
holes.
I put my hands up like we were just looking around. That construct, the one that is no longer active, is the one that was burrowing around in the ground and popping up and attacking us. So all the structural damage was done by them.
He looks at all of you. Sure, all the structural, yeah. Ooh, adventurer types. Don't think I'm a fool. Kicks the construct. Fuck.
Time is
I'm
the
not-
question is,
You're lucky that the lad, well, lad, it's all say. He looks over at Bear. You're lucky that Cavill let us know what was going on down here. So that really is Cavill. Says he's Cavill. I don't fucking know. He's swearing under his breath. He looks haggard. When he said Cavill's name, you all kind of noticed him wince a bit, like almost like some guilt washes over his face. He motions for the guards to come in, the rest of the watch to come in. There's about 12 of them He points over at the construct. What the fuck do you expect me to do with that?
It's like, well, we were just considering if there was a scrapyard around here that would accept him. I know they don't make these anymore.
What the hell is it?
We're not sure, but it did release a lot of electrical energy at us and burrowed through the ground before it went down.
You might try the House Kenneth Enclave, or you might try, I don't fucking know. Moorgrave, maybe? They look like a
Kenneth.
fucking mage, right?
Where is Canada?
They're Enclave. Upper part of the city, the fancy fucks. They have enclaves all around the city, but you probably want to go to the one near Moorgrave University.
Galleon, Grail needs to go to Canada.
Grail,
I
it is
have
the middle
questions
of
for
the
them
night.
as well.
Grail needs to go to Canada.
As Zaris mentioned, it is very late. First thing in the morning, though, I will gladly accompany you.
You all need to come back to the fucking station and give me a fucking report give me what I'm writing on this report, because House Orion's going to be fucking pissed. You tore up one of their... This station's going to be closed down for weeks. Where's the man that you say was responsible for the murdering?
Point at Yek.
Yeah, we all point at Yak.
Yeah, like I feel like every one of us point at Yek that's sitting tied up.
We stabilized him. We didn't kill him.
He's currently alive.
So you can wake him up and question him.
He's pretty dangerous, though.
I'd love to help.
She grins.
I suppose if you found House Orion's the courier's killer, they might forgive you. Maybe. Fuck. Oh, he begins cursing in Dwarven, kicking at the ground. Emotions.
Ooh, I know Dwarven. What's he saying?
You know Dwarven? What?
I do.
He's talking about a bunch of goat fuckers and hairless dwarves, and it's all sorts of slurs, and yeah.
I like it.
He makes comments about elven whores, and yeah, he's just muttering random shit. He's fuming. He looks concerned, like he's gonna get fucking written up hard. He looks to the back of one of those Sharn Watch. Lad, get over here. Work your shit. Wake that bastard up.
I can do it if you want.
And I like raise my hand and my hand starts to glow with divine energy.
The guard shrugs. He looks like an acolyte, like he has you see a holy symbol around his neck, but feel free, lass. Saves him from bitching about how much it hurts his head.
My eyes start to glow a little bit too as I walk over to Yek and just tap him on the head. Basically, I give him 2 points of health back with my
Healing hands.
healing hands. And it kind of like shimmers and kind of like goes over his skin a little bit.
Okay.
And then I pull my hand down and I just kind of give him a swift smack across the face.
Just 1 point of damage across the face.
Yep.
No, I didn't. Smacking doesn't give damage. I'm not a monk. I've done that before. I
You
almost killed a
technically
person.
add damage to it.
Jess, hang on a second.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He winces in like severe pain. His eyes are like lolling. He's barely awake. You do know that your magic knitted like some of his wounds together, but like his fang is still broken. His arm is still jacked up. Like he's still severely hurt.
I
He
sighed
looks at you.
deeply.
He looks at you, spits out a gob of blood.
Mm.
Yeah. What the this? What the?
Wakey, wakey. Yeah.
Fuck. He tries to like move like, and he actually yells like growls and snarls in pain as he tries to move.
I
He
take
looks around.
I grab him by the leather armor and like hoist him up so he's like kind of sitting-ish so he can kneel essentially.
So he's kneel. You're gonna have to hold him there if you want him to kneel.
Well, because I figured if he's okay.
He can slump back like if he's laying flat with his legs flat out.
Yeah.
But if you try to make him force him to kneel, he'll fall over basically.
Well, oh yeah. All right. I'll take him and I'll lift him up and I'll kind of like stand to the side of him holding him up.
So you're like pinning him to the wall essentially while he's bound. Like,
Yeah.
He's fucking hogtied right now.
Oh, I know. Basically, I just was lifting him up so he was not
He
laying
looks-
on the ground.
He looks around the room. He looks at Imos. He looks at the other watch. I want to report. I want to report attempted murder. These bastards. They tried to gut me.
I just start laughing.
Yuck. You were the one that murdered that poor man on the bridge.
Imos walks over. So who's near him right now? Are you guys all huddled around him, or is it just Zara and basically Imos is striding toward him?
Yeah, I'm like a few steps behind, so I'm not as close as Zar.
Yeah.
Okay. His eyes are darting around the room, and he looks at Imos. He's kind of trying to nod his head. That one right there, she got it in the ribs.
As I'm laughing, I'm like,
me while I was getting on. I'm a paying customer.
I say, that's not what Mondo told us.
You see his eyes flash as you say the word Mondo, almost like in somewhat in fear.
Yes, Mando did have a
Imos
lot
walks
to
up
say.
to him, and you hear Imos do a. He just loogies right at Yek. Save it for the judge. You don't think I'm fucking retarded, do you? We've heard your name before, Yek. He looks around at you guys. You got the murder weapon.
My face darkens.
Yeah.
No.
We
find
were
it on
able to
him.
identify who made it, all the information possible about it, but it seems between then and now he has gotten rid of the evidence. It's nowhere in this station and not on his person.
You probably threw it away. Usually these types don't keep the murder weapon if they think they might get caught.
So what does Yek look like now? Does he have hair?
Huh?
I was just wondering if he had hair or not that I could grab and kind of pull
long
back.
hair.
Yeah.
He's pretty shaggy.
He's furry.
He's a furry. I kind of like use because I'm
He's
holding
not
him.
like a full-on. He doesn't look fully like a wolf right now.
Yeah.
He looks picture like kind of like a scrawny ass Wolverine.
Okay.
But a little more skanky. Like he has a long kind of like hooked, like a long curved nose. He looks like a very hairy human. You wouldn't really know that he was what he was, except for the fact you saw him like transform, and he also had like he does have like elongated fangs.
Yeah. I kind of like use one hand still holding the armor, and I kind of like curl my fingers into the fur at the top of his head, and I pull back just slightly, and I said,
He winces.
Yeah.
Oh, get this. Get
No,
this bitch
no,
off me.
no, no,
Get her
no.
off me.
Shh. Where's the murder weapon?
saying shit. Imos looks at Galleon. You didn't say that you tracked him down through someone that made the weapon. Did you say that?
Well, we have heard about who might have made it.
I'm
But
gonna need a name for who told you this, because they're gonna need. I'm gonna need to bring them in for question, and so I know what. Because you don't have the weapon, I'm gonna have to get his statement. You know what, or her statement.
Should be fine, Gillian.
It's not right this minute. You can give it to me in a little bit. Phone me back to the station.
Very well.
So Yick. You're gonna try to play innocent the whole way back, or are you gonna squeal? And between you are your. Can you give me an intimidation check with your?
Yes, I
your
can.
yanking, your hair,
I
your
was
hair yanking?
I was hoping to. Aw, not a good roll.
You're too short.
Too
You have
short.
advantage.
Oh,
You have
advantage?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Fucking almost dead.
Yeah.
You're holding him.
Yeah. I'll go to the second time.
Worse.
He winces. I want protection. If I'm saying anything, you're gonna give me protection. He darts around the room at you guys, and he looks at Imos, and he actually glances over at you, Bear. You gonna let them do this to me, huh?
Girl
You gonna let them
steps
do
up
this to me, brother?
and just punches the wall right next to him as hard as humanly possible.
As hard as warforgedly possible.
War for
And he plunges, and you almost hear a yelp, and also give me an intimidation check
Yes!
with advantage.
With advantage. You should, Let
That's
it
really not doing much.
I look at Galleon.
Oh, you guys. He winces and he whimpers. I want protection. Give me protection, and I'll talk. You gotta protect me. Not from you fucks. I want protection. You know who I want protection from.
As I said before, I look over at Galleon. Galleon? You have a way with words.
I'll just point my finger gun at his head and have it glow again. And I'm like, I have a way without words too.
Said, I want protection.
Do you want to see? Do you want your?
Orion and protection from Boromar. You understand me?
It's like, I'm not scared of Boromar.
Asylum, whatever the fuck it's called. I just want protection.
I'll point to the huge puddle of blood. I'm like, do you want your brains out on the floor with that? Answer our questions!
He's looking around at you. He doesn't seem any more intimidated than he already is. Yeah, I don't think these folks are gonna let you live if you don't squeal. But protection is what you need. You get protection as far as I can give it.
I'll move my hand back and kind of like straighten up. Fine.
You can't murder the man in front of you.
No.
It was never the.
Not that.
It was
I
never.
don't think that's gonna happen. You know, I'll go to prison. You'll go to prison.
Now let's go straighten up, and
It
I'll
doesn't happen anyway.
I'll just say the same thing that I said to Kabil. I'll just be like, it's just intimidation tactics.
All right. What do you wanna? Imos waves to the other guards to walk away because it's basically a private. He doesn't want them hearing what's going on. He motions them away. Give us a minute, lads, and then you're gonna come here and fucking start cleaning. They all sigh and grumble and they walk out. Oh, don't think I'm leaving because I want to hear what the fuck he's gonna say too. He looks all around at you guys, looking like if you guys are gonna try to shoo him away.
No. But
He turns to Imos. I'm sorry, Imos turns to Ek. Talk. or I will let them rip out your other fucking fang. What do you want to know? He sounds kind of defeated at this point. What do you? He's almost fluttering in and out of consciousness. What do you want to know?
First, the murder weapon. Where is it?
It's fucking destroyed. What do you think?
Who
Doesn't
destroyed
exist
it?
anymore. I did.
You did? Where did
It's
you
in the fucking ocean. It's gone.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of assassin fucking keeps a fucking dagger like that?
Where did you throw it?
It's,
Where did you throw it?
I don't know if you're fucking crazy, but the whole... It's out in the water. Gone.
You could show us where you throw it. I'm sure Imos would be very irritated, though.
He turns and looks at the rest of you. Like he's... What else do you want? Put it in a fucking report, like Imos said to you guys.
What do you know about What do you know about the attack on the house of the Silver Flame several years ago?
He looks at you and he kind of winces. You just slam the fucking pillar next to him. Alright. I don't know a fucking thing about Silver Flame attacks or anything like that. I don't know. What do you want from me? That's great. You're talking nonsense. Give me a, what the fuck is it?
Insight?
Insight check, please. Grail.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Doesn't sound like he's lying at all.
Oh.
He's pretty scared. He's fucking defeated at this point. He looks weak and blood's still coming out of his ears and dribbling down his chin.
And then I'll... Okay, the murder weapon is gone. Why were you hired to kill Tars Grayson?
Who?
The man that you murdered.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
The one with the dagger that looks like a cross.
You're really gonna have to be more specific.
On the bridge, on the day of... Shit, what is it called?
Last night.
Last night.
Last night on the bridge.
The Orient Courier. Okay. He chuckles but winces in pain at the same time. You think I knew his fucking name?
So...
That's some serious roleplay right there. Blend everything. Garrett, fuck it, every time, man. Better and better.
Thanks, ass.
Last time I gave you a compliment, jeez.
Thanks, buddy. So I robbed the courier. He had a message. I was paid to rob him. He had a message.
Yeah, message.
Oh, I don't know what the message said.
Who
It was
hired you?
it was addressed to protection. I better get protection. It was addressed to Marix, to Kenneth.
What did it...
What did it say?
I told you I didn't fucking read it.
Who
So you-
hired you?
Disposed of it?
Okay.
He looks at Gal. He glances at Gal and he looks around. I fucking ate it. Give me
It's insight check.
insight check.
Alright. Yes.
He's clearly lying.
Oh, you ate it. Should we
Tear open his stomach?
look to get it back?
I handed it off. I handed off Clan Boromir.
Oh, the Boromir.
I
So
gave it to one of their I gave it to one of their members, alright? I don't know. He was supposed to deliver it to his bosses, alright? That's all I know. It was... You don't understand, alright? That's who I need protection from. It was All this shit was orchestrated at the highest levels of their org. Alright? He glances back at Bear. Really? No. Glances back. Are you gonna let them do me like this? He breathes in deep, and then he coughs up more. Spits up more blood. His eyes flutter. He almost slumps. He's barely conscious at this point.
No. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him. You need to be more awake. And as I say that, my eyes flare, and I cast Healing Word on him.
How much is that healing for, Jess?
1 d4 plus my modifier.
So
2.
it's 2 plus your
2
mod.
plus.
Chalk?
Yeah.
So
So
3,
3,
so
so
5.
5.
So 5?
Yeah. So as
His eyes like flutter wide, and you see that his wounds begin to knit shut. Oh, I feel better. Touch me.
I'm gonna.
Walks up and slaps him forward and back about 3 or 4 times.
Like shaking him, like shaking the baby.
No. Slapping him across the face with my giant warforged.
Jesus Christ.
like I'm slapping the shit out.
Are you
No.
trying to do damage to him, or are you just trying to fuck with him?
No, just trying to get answers out of him.
Okay.
All right.
Because if he was trying.
Roll me another. Roll me another.
There.
Yeah. Roll me another intimidate check with advantage, please.
Better.
That's good.
All right. I like the way she touches me better. What do you want? What do you want?
Saurus's
I told
eye
you everything
twitches.
I know.
Who and where? Boromir. Tell Grell now.
I don't know the man's name. It's Boromir. I handed off in Lower Dura. I don't know where he went.
You will take us there.
No.
No place. I handed off in an alleyway, you fucking twat. I'm not. I don't know where they went. The only person, my only other contact is Mondo, alright? Mondo.
And he's dead.
Mondo's dead. Ha. He says that very skeptically.
I mean, as dead as you can be after you turn into a zombie, and then we kill you as the zombie.
His eyes like dart around. And he looks very like. He looks at Imos. I told you everything I know. I fucking told you everything I know, right? Merrick's to Kenneth South. That's all I know is addressed to him.
Insight check.
Boromir has the fucking note. That's all I know. They have the scroll.
Insight check. Is he telling us all he knows?
Roll it. Bear, you've been very quiet. Have you said anything during this whole time?
Not much.
You're just kind of looming around, looming over everything.
9.
Just standing, staring, watching.
I'm gonna put my arm behind my back.
About what he's currently talking about, he doesn't appear to be lying at all.
I'm gonna put my hands behind my back and
At
be
this
like,
point, he's too fucking scared to lie.
let's get him to the station. I think we're done here.
Haul him up to his feet.
About the,
Or actually, I can't.
Galleon, I think you'd be alright. I almost saw. But first, he reels back and he just fucking decks Yak in the face. He just fucking hauls off and cracks him in the mouth.
I was gonna say, and I'm holding his head in place too.
You hear a crunch as his fist crushes into his face and he slams against the pillar, and he slumps unconscious.
Damn! What's his strength mod?
It looked like he subdued him with a punch.
Oh, okay.
You cannot leave him fucking wide awake. He might try something while we're dragging him back. Plus, I don't want him to know where we're taking him.
True. I like you, Dwarf.
You're a little young for me, Les, but we can talk later.
Oh, not like that. Oh, makes the face.
No.
He grabs Yaktagrin and basically, like, kind of slumps him over his shoulder a bit. Like he kind of like puts him like across his back shoulders, like he's carrying like
Fireman carry.
yeah, fireman carry, and starts walking. And he's like, 4 of you stay here and start cleaning. The rest of you come with me.
All right, follow.
You and not and you 4, you come with me for a statement, or you can give me your statement tomorrow because it's fucking late. That's fine too, as long as you come and give me one.
I'm gonna.
You might leave. No, come give me the statement now. I don't want to get stuck. Fuck this.
Very well.
So are you guys? Basically, he's leading you out of House Orion Station. Pretty silent at this point, unless you're talking to him.
Nope. I
It's
believe
him
said
and
enough.
him and 8 of his guards are with you. And who's going with?
I'll.
I assume all of you, or
Yep, I'll go with. I mean, he wants
I'm
all of
going.
us to go with him, so
Bear what?
They're going.
Okay.
I also am.
So he leads you down the streets. If you want to talk along the way, feel free to do so. But he's basically leading you to where the sky coaches are.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys talking amongst yourselves or with him at all?
Do you think that the voice that we heard was Yick? I don't think
No.
he is.
The voice I heard was not Yak.
Nor me.
I'm also as a bit in front of you guys, unless you guys are trying to pass him. So you can talk freely, and he'd be hard pressed to hear you unless he's like really trying to.
Mhm.
I would say I'm more interested in meeting this Ember Lynx.
It all goes back to the Borman clan, of course.
Well, the Boromir clan is not going to like us now, as if
Boromir
they
clan never
already
liked me.
didn't. We'll have to be very careful. They are everywhere.
Indeed.
He leads you back to basically where the sky coaches are, and then he tells there's a sky coach waiting there, and he tells the coach driver, we're gonna need the watch. He's gonna need to take you left, so you're gonna have to give us a lift, and we're going all the way to Skyway. There's only one coach there right now. We're definitely gonna need at least two sky coaches. He turns to look at you guys. You guys, you're not gonna try anything with me, right?
No, of course not.
Being an accomplice in this, do I?
We didn't go through so much trouble to prove our
All right,
innocence.
all right.
Just
I
to.
just wanted to make sure. He tells
Of
the
course.
guards to wait for the second sky coach, and he gets on a sky coach with the 4 of you and Yek. And then you have a long trip up the Skyway. At this point, unless you guys have anything to say amongst yourselves or directly to Imos, basically what he's doing is bringing you back to the guard station in Skyway to incarcerate Yek and take your statements.
Yep, that sounds great to me.
And if by next session, if you guys are okay with it, I would be happy to, if you guys want to send me, if there's anything you want to, outside of a normal statement, if there's anything you want to tell him or leave, anything you want to leave out, just let me know.
Got it.
I'm not going to make you write a full statement out, but just tell me if there's anything you're, like, glancing over, or if you're not giving names, like the person that told you about the blade and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Are you guys saying anything in the whole ride back?
Nope. I'm pretty much just tilting my head back and resting.
It's been a long couple days.
Yeah. It's
lo-
been
wait,
one
how
day,
long?
actually.
How long to
Almost.
the Skyway?
How long is it going to take?
Skyway?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be like where you guys are at. It's going to be like an hour at least, if not an hour, and like I'd say an hour and a half. Actually.
Short rest.
So yeah, short rest. But like since no one's talking, disturbing, I kind of like rummage around in my backpack, and I pull out a small, basically like a small, like I almost want to say a ukulele type thing.
Okay.
Like, cause loot is really big, but
Yeah,
something
I
that would
got you,
fit
like
in
a-
my backpack,
Yeah.
and just take it out and kind of lean back and start slowly just strumming.
Are you playing music to help everybody heal by?
No, that's second
Okay.
level.
Level
I'm
two,
just
yeah.
kind of doing it to
All right.
Pass
so
the
you're providing
times.
entertainment. So
entertainment.
Give me a give me your
God, if I suck at this.
performance check, please, or whatever it's called.
Yeah, performance.
Performance. Yeah.
You can do it in the tower.
Oh, in the tower? Oh,
That's so
no.
close.
Okay, I'm not lying, and I wish I hadn't had to do it in the tower now.
Oh.
I'm gonna show you this because I want you guys to understand. Like, I'll show it after I describe it.
Okay. If I suck, I'm gonna stop really fast.
I feel like I hadn't. I feel like I shouldn't have said it in the tower because, so Zara begins strumming. Are you singing too, or just playing?
Humming.
She's humming along to this beautiful. Is it like give me the type of it. Like, is it like a upbeat or like a song to follow lullaby or?
Like, not a lullaby, but actually, kind of like a ballad, like a like a soft ballad type thing.
So she plays this beautiful. She plays this ukulele like an extension of her being. And you're all just like literally enchanted by her playing. It's very relaxing and calming, and it's wonderful.
Nice.
Did I fucking natural 20 or something?
You did roll on it's in Discord. I don't want to make it up. I didn't want you to think I bullshitted you. It's in Discord.
Nice.
Yeah, you fucking aced it. So the trip is very pleasant in terms of the entertainment. It's very quiet though, as none of you are talking, and Imos is a grumpy old dwarf who gives no fucks and realizes he has no. He actually probably mumble. He's actually like cussing a little bit and mumbling in Dwarven as you when you originally take off, but when you start playing, he actually gets kind of calm and like he's listening and kind of closing his eyes a bit, like he's almost drifting off. You might actually hear him snore at one point.
I think it might be the wrong day.
When you get back to what? What are you doing, Cody?
I told him where to get his hit dice from, and then he rolled a death save thing.
Oh yeah, did you all get your hit dice for your short rest?
Yep, I do it. That's what I was telling him how to do it. You might not have it in that box for a hit dice if
I'm
you
gonna
didn't
be
add.
honest, you guys are gonna get a long rest, so it doesn't.
Yeah, I was just making.
Yeah, I'm
figured-
just saying,
make sure.
like, yeah.
Yeah, safe side. But if you didn't add in your paladin levels properly, the hit dice probably won't have populated and just be like an empty box.
Yeah, no, it didn't.
So
We can fix that next time.
sorry.
Good news is you succeeded your death save.
Indeed.
Thanks to Bless, which has been over by now though, so you would have failed it.
The ride is otherwise uneventful, and you make it back to Skyway, where Imos leads you to the Charn Watch barracks in Skyway. It's not really that big, because this part of the city, it's fancy actually, but it's not huge. But this part of the city has very low crime. Unless there's anything specific you guys want to say to him now, he basically puts Yek in a prison cell and takes your statements, and then lets you know that you can go about your business. He suggests you maybe get an end room for the night in Skyway, given how late it is.
Yep, there's nothing special I want to do. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm good.
So are you all heading to an inn?
Yeah, that's probably the only place to sleep up here. Get a
Probably the inn you
long
stayed at
rest.
before, I
Yep.
assume, or you can
Yeah.
find another one.
I'm fine with that one.
So you very easily find an inn for the night. It does cost, for the 4 of you, it's going to cost 10 gold for the night.
10 gold for the night. Split.
Oh, we can't tuck the front woman down.
We got a voucher for the last one.
I was gonna say the voucher. Oh, a voucher. Oh,
Yeah,
damn
we
it.
got a voucher for the last one.
You can try to talk her down, but it's late and it's Skyway.
That's true.
That does include a meal. So you get a meal tonight with drinks and a meal in the morning with drinks.
Perfect.
Complimentary breakfast and dinner. Unless you want top shelf, then
No.
you have to pay for that. So nothing eventful happens for the night and you rest easily.
It's 10 for all 4 of us, or 10?
10 split,
10
right?
But yeah, it's not 10 each.
So it's like
No,
2 gold,
2 gold,
50
5 silver.
or 5
It's like
silver,
a
yeah.
group rate. You're not getting individual rooms, by the way. You're getting
Yeah.
2 rooms for that price, or one room that will basically like a, not really a common room, but it's like a suite. In other words,
Is it 10 to 1 or 100 to 1?
I think it's 10,
10
right?
to 1.
I think it's 10 to 1.
Yeah,
So it's
pretty sure, because it's
2
not
gold,
WoW.
5
It's not the
silver.
same as WoW. I remember that.
10. Wait, no. Oh,
10 is that not right? 10 copper to a
I
silver?
think it's 100.
Is it?
I think it's
Silver.
100 copper to silver, but silver to gold, I believe, is 10.
It's 10 to 1. It's 10 to 1.
Okay.
10 to 1.
10 to 1, yep.
Yeah. So
And it's
okay,
10 gold
two-
for platinum.
Yep.
So I don't know how you guys are choosing who pays for that, or if you guys got a group fund, but someone's got to take off the money.
Yep,
100%.
I took
paid-
off my portion of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
me as well.
Yep, we all split up to 2.5.
Okay. For all intents and purposes, we are done for the night.
Sweet. And we got a long rest, so you can recover everything.
Yep, you're gonna recover everything, and
Is there a way to just say long rest, or do you just...
I don't think so.
You just gotta go through it.
Yeah, just recover.
How do you get your hit die back?
That's a good question.
huh?
By the way,
Get the hit die back after a long rest.
Do I need to like do long rest for you guys or something? In the thing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't
idea,
know.
yeah.
no idea.
Let's look.
Hang on, let's see.
Are we doing experience, by the way?
Boom, long rest.
Oh, nice.
Yak the grin. Party taking long rest.
Thanks, Jack.
Whoops.
Whoopsies.
Did that work for you guys?
Yes, it did.
Didn't work for me to boost my hit dice when over there. So
Yep.
that's okay. I'll fix it. So yeah, experience.
Also, for the record, it looks like if you pull up your experience, the hit die is there. You can just go next to it and change it from used to like not used. Because for whatever reason, that long rest didn't only recovered one of my hit dice, so I had to manually recover the other one.
What's the next level? 500?
It's
Or
900 for the next
900
one.
for third.
I will hang on. Let me see if I can give you guys your extra. Congratulations, you officially completed the adventure Murder in Skyway.
Yeah, it was supposed to be like 2 hours, and it took like 14.
Yeah,
2 months.
you guys role played way more than the normal Munchkin group would do.
Yeah.
And I did throw some extra stuff in there. Plus, you guys did everything. There was some optional stuff, like some things you didn't have to do that you did, which is
Nice.
cool. You got XP for it. It was a good story.
Yep.
Yep.
I will figure out. So I'm gonna give you XP now. I'll figure out module completion XP later because I'd like to award some milestone XP for that.
Mm-hmm.
How far are you guys from level right now?
We are
Just
363 out of 900.
363.
Yeah, because the last one was a 13 for. It was like 113 or something or whatever.
I thought he said to just take whatever it was to get to 300, so we were at 300.
That was before he would say he would give us the rest. We're at 330. We're at 363 out of 900 since we've all been there for the whole time.
Yeah.
So you guys got 169 XP for this.
Nice.
He broke up. What was that? 100 and...
163, you said?
169
169.
for the battle. That's not counting any bonus.
So 532.
Like RP or anything?
You should be 368 from level.
Yeah,
did my math
that's right.
Sounds legit.
Yep, that's right.
I'll award the module completion later. I gotta figure out how much I want to give you guys.
Sweet.
Okay.
So basically what's gonna happen is so basically after that a week is going to pass. So you have a week to
Downtime?
what you guys want. You're gonna have a week of downtime.
Excellent.
And within a few days of the event, I do want to lead you guys into a teaser of the next event, or the next module.
Mm-hmm.
So within, no matter where you are in Sharn, assuming you haven't left, within the week that happens, within like 3 days, you do, whether you hear it through the grapevine or you read it in the paper or something along those lines, you do hear that basically the Inquisitive is the paper. You read a headline that Yak the Grin, no murderer, mysteriously dies in custody of the Sharn Watch in the Middle City prison. Yak was found in a locked interrogation room where he'd been alone. Cause of death is believed to have been poison. And unless you guys want to RP amongst yourselves, that's where we'll end it for this session.
Sounds great.
Yeah, it's about bedtime.
I like it.
74-hour week.
Oh, that's cool.
Thank you all for being patient tonight. And,
Yep.
for staying late. We went way later than I thought we were going.
Well, I know you said you didn't want to go late, so I was surprised when we ended up going this late. But
I
we
know,
did
got
start at
started-
like
we got
10.
started really late. So.
Yeah. Can I do like can we say in the week I did some shopping? Can I go buy some
Absolutely.
mundane things right now?
You guys are gonna get to buy mundane things. There are some magic, like some stuff from the Eberron, from the Wayfarer's Guide
Mm-hmm.
that are available for purchase.
Ooh.
Just so I have an idea. Oh, Jess, did you want to identify that thing?
Yes.
And do you want me to tell you privately, or do you want me to? Just,
Yes.
Can I just tell? Okay.